and we'll start tonight's session by reminiscing about sessions past.
Had one more surprise for you. It had transported you through the mist of the land of Barovia. Immediately welcomed as if you had been expected, and suddenly having an audience with Kolyan Lindorovich, the recently departed Burgomeister of the village of Barovia. It seems strange and random to meet a dead man and then talk to him about his daughter. But nothing is random in Barovia, and the mists are strange, but they have a will and purpose of their own. You went to the village to deliver the words of a dead father to his grieving daughter, and after delivering his message, you found yourself with a sword pointed at you, and a seething young Lady Irina Kolyana, saying, "You tell your devil of a master that I will die before I do anything he wants." And that is where our story continues.
Did it not move any of the story, or did the video? Were you able to see the video, or did it just?
It's moving slightly. It's like very, very choppy.
Oh, that's gonna upset me, but that's all right. All right, so
I think I've gotten more grace since then. Son of a bitch.
it's all right. All right, so it's been almost a week since you arrived in Barovia. Midnight will actually mark the 6th day, at least a day or two of which was in the Durst mansion. And much has happened since. Of the events that have happened here in Barovia, for your character specifically, what has been maybe the most significant or noteworthy? We'll start off with Corbus.
Even though we've only spent like 6 to 8 hours in it, having a shop.
Nice. Okay, having his own shop. All right. For Dow, we'll just go in order of the videos up.
I think for Dow, it may currently be having contracted lycanthropy. It's hard to beat right now.
Right. A mixture of excitement and just more excitement, which is concerning for everybody involved, me included. All right. For Bruce, what has been the most significant event in Barovia so far?
Dude, I don't know. My brain isn't smart enough to think about that. I would want to say, having a new friend.
Having new friend?
I forgot Billy Walk's character's name, but that's his new friend. I know he forgot his name.
Got it. All right. So having Ismark as a new friend. Your friend is not here. Well, is going to be out of the fight for this session, but he will return. All right. For Alexander, most significant event so far.
Absolutely. The confirmation that my life's work has all led me, destiny has led me to this moment. Not only have I donned the armor of the savior of Barovia, I truly am the savior of Barovia. My bloodline has determined that. The party that has surrounded me and that we step together into this land is proof that my destiny has been written and we are on the right path.
So it's not just delusions of destiny that are actually coming true.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, for Freya.
Can the most significant thing be something that happened to another player?
Yeah. That
Probably,
would be Freya's style, of course.
Yeah, probably when Bruce's life was in danger 2 different times. You know, when he was in the book, and then at the beginning when he got hit. So
just the dangers to your fellow traveler.
Fear. Yep.
Since nobody else mentioned it, I'm gonna redo mine and say courage.
Okay.
Since everybody else forgot about the dog. Kind of rude.
About him.
Well, I mean, once he disappears into the ethereal, then out of sight, out of mind. So we are now at the present moment, and
We're lulling you into a false sense of confidence about the dog. Don't think for a second that any of us have forgotten what you did. None of us have forgotten. And today of all days, we will never forget.
Got it. I understand. We are now in the present moment, and the sound of thunder still echoes through the streets of Vallaki. The bone-chilling sound of rending metal was just heard as the cry, "Vallaki smash!" is heard, echoing, and the clamor of battle ends, and the streets are once again still. A dozen Vallaki, although you'll just have to use your imaginations. A dozen Vallaki and Vistani bodies lay broken and bloody on the cobblestone streets, and the decrepit corpses of Strahd's seemingly inexhaustible supply of zombies litters the space between the fallen dead. And other than the occasional twitch of a severed limb, they stay down. The appearance of Rudolf von Richten, still dressed in his ridiculous circus persona of Rictavio, approaches from the mist and looks around nervously. He stands over the body of Valenta, and his face is a mix of horror and sadness. Yeah, there's gonna be hell to pay for killing one of Strahd's vampire brides. I'm gonna go look for Esmeralda. If she's not here with this whole party that you guys have been having, I'm guessing she's probably in quite a bit of trouble because she doesn't usually miss a good fight like this. And he starts to move into the mist and stops and looks around, or turns around and looks at you all. By the way, if there's anything that you all would find useful in my room, yeah, you go ahead and take it. I'm gonna maybe get out of this town for a while. It doesn't seem like the kind of peaceful, quiet town that it once was to lie low. So, he looks at Dow. Last I heard of your friend Greenwish, he was headed toward the Amber Temple. I'd recommend staying away from there. It's only going to be death and suffering that awaits you there. And von Richten disappears into the midst. Now, enough time has passed that the branding smith is no longer going to alert you to the presence of the twin hags. And it seems that Strahd could return at any moment. Courage is currently lost in the ethereal realm, and the body of Valenta is twisted unnaturally by the devastating bludgeoning strikes he received, and the blood is oozing from her mouth. And the mask that she was wearing is now removed, and her face is locked in an expression with a macabre mix of shock and horror and sadness. It seems that she never anticipated having to die, and the experience of her last moment was one of revelation that she was not, in fact, completely immortal, and that she was not going to be rescued by her lover. And you do not know how long it is before combat begins. It could be, and it could come from anywhere right now. What do you do?
Start burning the body.
All right, so we have one vote for starting to burn her body. So for
Destroy the
Dow,
evidence.
you had stayed back at the church for a moment, and have since decided to come up and join your friends. It was only a less than a minute that you were delayed, but you come upon this scene of a dead vampire and these bodies strewn about. And you were able to hear the clamor of the battle as you were approaching, and are now present.
Okay.
Yeah, so
After-
Strahd's gonna be kind of pissed.
Yeah, I think Dow would make sure everybody seems to be okay. Is anyone particularly low on health?
Corbus has a bit of a limp and some bruising on him.
Okay.
I would say on a scale of 1 to 42, he looks like he's about a 22.
Okay. Dow will walk over to Corbus and put a hand on Corbus's shoulder and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. And you gain 15 health points. And I will just turn and look at everyone and I will just ask, okay, so what is our priority right now? Do we need to find anyone, or are we good to leave town as well?
I vote
Well,
we pack up and head out of
Urge has
town.
disappeared.
Bruce is not in a state of mind where he's able to talk. It's more of like shock that's happening right now. Because the kid's got trauma. So he's just like freaking out and being completely silent and like not responding to anything.
Okay. Dow is going to freak out and what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Do we have any way to figure out what happened to the dog or where the dog is? Was it just
The
like
dog,
taken?
the dog is in the ethereal.
It was just like
while
snatched from us.
battling one of the hags.
Yeah,
I
both
was able
hags
to hit
showed
her
up.
with a branding smite, so we could at least keep an eye on her.
Mhm.
But she opted to attempt to grab a child, which left her in the physical realm long enough for me to hit her.
Mhm.
After I hit her, she went to head back to the ethereal, and Courage made what could only be called the courageous leap at said hag.
Courage! Come on.
Landed in her cloak, and snap, they were gone. I
Dang.
kept. I mean, we tracked her as long as we could, but eventually the fight turned to this pile of shit you see up here. We've got a back way out of town if we want to pack and head now. The Vistani dudes that we were that had been contracted to come out and fight us for the other political candidate are on our side. We managed to convince them of that. So we have a back way out of town. I say we hit the road and head to this temple to deal with this curse. Regardless
yeah.
of where we are, whether we're here or whether we're on the road, we're like retribution from above is coming.
Yeah, let's are you guys good with leaving town, taking this back road out and leaving?
Yeah, probably not the worst idea, since we also have 2 people that any moment could go raw and try eating civilians.
I don't know what you mean. Freya, you good? Good to leave? Needing all right. Well, Freya, grab Bruce. Let's get out of here.
So as you're getting ready to leave, the mists again begin to bellow and swirl in an unnaturally, like against the wind, and there's lightning that starts to build, and the weather that was previously peaceful now seems to be building in rage, and you all really know what's coming. Dow and Freya, you notice that there are shapes, 3 shapes up in the tops of some of the roofs of the surrounding town square. They look like they're hunched over and they're carrying instruments, and it seems like a bad time to start a band. But
Or
there
maybe
is
we should
suddenly
get to the church.
the sound of 3 voices speaking in unison.
All rise. Rise and bend the knee to the glorious and magnanimous Lord Strahd von Zarovich. All rise. All rise. Defender of Barovia. He is ancient. He is the land.
I'll pass.
What was that?
They
I missed
begin
that.
to
I
play-
wasn't paying attention to those assholes.
They begin to play music that sounds like a music box, and you watch at least a dozen corpses around you that start to actually obey the command of standing and rising. Some of them have difficulty with getting up due to their missing limbs and those stay down, but once they are up, they hold a reverent position with their eyes cast downward as they wait for the Lord of Barovia to enter.
Or maybe we
Riding
should head to
in.
the church.
Riding in on his flaming nightmare, and dismounts with the grace of a trained performer. He steps patiently and long strides, moving confidently but with great sadness toward the body of Valenta. You hear the sound of the three voices chanting, and the three witches, now obscured by thick mist, but you can feel the effect of whatever spell they are casting with their chanting and music. It clouds your mind, and for a time, you feel frozen in reverence. And even to speak directly feels like it would be disrespectful and take a sheer act of will in order to complete. Volenta was excited to meet all of you. He picks up the mask that had been knocked off of her face when she was struck
She started.
and speaks to her. And this is how you treat her. Why? What did she ever do to you, Paladin? Is this the freedom that was promised? Is this the way a bringer of hope behaves? Is this how you achieve your glory?
Yes.
Ah. So you are proud
Because
of your
your
actions.
because your bride was attacking the people of this town. Because your
She-
hags stole our dog. Because you have brought nothing but despair, hopelessness, and darkness to this land for too long.
Yeah, you're a mess.
Actually,
Yeah, what he
Hot
said.
mess.
What he
I
said.
have been watching, and Valenta did absolutely nothing to you.
Now
The only
that's-
thing that she did was when she heard that you were coming, she insisted that I greet you personally as a good host. She wanted to make sure that I invited you to dinner at our home. She even started to make preparations for your arrival by ordering your favorites. We had, let's see, we had spiced meats. And we had our spices that would be able to flavor our roasted boar. And let's see, there was the sugar cookies, I believe, that had the most god-awful aftertaste, but I suppose it is an acquired taste. And of course, from the village of Kerator, we had a wine fit for champions. The most amazing purple, effervescent drink that I have ever seen. For inspiration, where did these things come from?
The wine
Us,
came from
the
my
stuff
home.
we missed.
And that's where it's what we had, the foods that we had the first our camp with the Vistani and the tarot card reading night.
That is true. All right, so we'll go ahead and split that between Corbus and Alexander and give you both inspiration. And those items you realize would have needed to been ordered weeks, if not months, prior to, in order for that caravan to be able to get to all those locations and get back to a single location. It is obvious that your arrival was very much anticipated.
I mean, I don't think any of us are impressed at this point.
Well, it doesn't matter what you think. I am always a good host, and I always greet every one of my new arrivals to my land. I love to be the first one that they talk to.
Ah, but you weren't. So if you planned it all, where were you when we first arrived?
That is an interesting question, Paladin. We will discuss those things. In fact, you were those who were summoned. And we have some other individuals who have been summoned. More guests to our little party, Valenta. Miss Irina and her lovely bride-to-be. and the mist part, and you see Irina and Vasily and Anna being escorted by a troop of those demons that had come from Morgantha's windmill. I see now why you have not been at the castle, Vasily. You have been a very, very busy boy. I'm sure you must be absolutely exhausted from all of your lying. Loyal and trustworthy employees are so hard to find. Wouldn't you agree, Ismark? Ismark continues to stand there, transfixed, and you can see that it's difficult to tell, but it's almost as if his eyes are, again, glazed over. Are you still a loyal and trustworthy employee? It is hard for me to determine your loyalty, but I will say that after all, you have brought me the champion of Barovia.
As a kind and benevolent leader as you claim to be, addressing your people as employees seems a bit, I don't know, off brand, don't you think?
Alashar Anaka. And as he speaks these words, you feel your entire armor lock up and the visor come down, clamping your mouth shut. I do appreciate, Ismark, you bringing me the champion of Barovia in
Can I make a
chains,
strength check with double
thanks
advantage
to
to
the
pull the
generous
mouth guard
gift
off?
of your father's armor. You absolutely may. So, the armor was a gift to Kolian. And there are several suits of armor that Strahd has made for associates, one that he had lost track of for quite a while. But they were given to his most trusted associates. And they're, of course, not Trojan horses, but Trojan shackles.
Sure.
And so he's able to, with a command word, lock up the suits of armor, and you have the paralyzed trait. However, because of your might, I would say, though, that a character wearing the suit of armor, when it's locked up, they can attempt a strength saving throw at a DC of 18 to move at a third speed and either make a single action, attack, or take a bonus action. And in combat, the effect will only last for a minute. It lasts longer during RP sessions. But you keep interrupting. All right, you gonna go for it?
I just rolled a
Outstanding.
28.
All right, so you were able to. What do you say? And what do you do?
I just, because if you said I can move at a third speed, or I can take a bonus action, basically, if I do that.
You can take a move at a third of your speed, and you can either take a action, a bonus action, or take an action or a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stand where, you know what? I'll pull the. You say it's the visor clamp down.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll just pull the visor up. We'll pull it up, and we'll pull the helmet clean off, and I'll toss it at his feet.
With it being cursed armor, you're not going to be able to remove it.
Okay, well then.
But I like the idea of you being able to have the strength to actually lift the visor, which is
the
impressive.
visor's up, and I let go, and I take a step forward, and I said, "You can muzzle your dogs, but I promise you, you will never muzzle me or my friends."
No offense, I think that's the longest he's ever not talked.
He's not
And the
wrong.
fact that he was able to break that, man, you are in trouble.
Valenta, why did you want to invite these insolent individuals that are no business in our lands?
Obviously,
to a
she
dinner
wanted to
party?
invite us because she wanted suicide by paladin. It's fine.
Yeah, it kind of seems like somebody's jealous, you know?
Yeah. Have you decided? Maybe you should talk to somebody. You've got a lot of trauma, man. I think maybe A step into the light might help. Come into the sunshine. Maybe when it's raining. Who knows? Please. I'm sorry, gracious host. Continue.
Wow.
I promise that I would not be violent. I'm not going to, my dear. I promise. No, I will not raise a finger after all. It is merely the words of ignorant men. Let us continue.
Is he like having a conversation with somebody other than us?
What did you say, dude?
He has the mask up in front of him, and he is talking to her.
He's off his rocker.
Yes, you know who is even more talkative than this insolent paladin would be, Anastasia. If only she was here. Have you met Anastasia, paladin?
I don't know.
Ah, no, he seems to not be able to talk anymore, which is very nice.
I don't know.
I wish
Perhaps
that
you
could
can make an
meet her.
intro.
She is absolutely fair and beautiful, and as ruthless as she is cunning. Anastasia is my most competent and trusted advisor. But if you asked her, she would likely say that she is the true ruler of Barovia, since she obviously does so much work to...
That wasn't the lady that at the church that was trying to take over this town, right?
No, it is not. But you watch
Okay.
as Anna, the mysterious and shady very best friend of Irina, that was helping with her wedding plans, that was in the church, shifts uncomfortably behind Irina.
But, Valenta, Anastasia would never say such a thing actually to my face. She would probably only whisper it in her sister bride's ear, and then you, being a loyal and trusted bride, would immediately bring that to your master. But I ask you, do any of you know of Anastasia? Have any
Would
of
it be
you
her
met
and the lady that's behind Irina?
This common peasant girl? I do not think so. I mean, she would never debase herself so to be seen looking so ordinary.
I mean,
Because-
we figured it out. What does that
is
say
true.
for you?
Probably that you are part of her plot. She was
there
in
it
fact
is.
the one that summoned you in order to come and kill me, so as to take over in my place.
Tinfoil hat.
And Anna drops her arcane disguise and steps forward. That is not true, my Tigerna. I only wish to summon one of them. I
Told
only
you.
wish to summon one, and that was the girl, and that is because it is part of our final solution for Barovia. I was not ever going to kill you, but you know the price that the demon lord demanded, and it was just that girl. That's it. That was the only one that I summoned. The rest were just tagalogs. I did not have any control of that. When she points to the girl, she points toward Frey. And look, we have given him what he wants. But the rest are inconsequential.
My dear,
Yeah,
you
you're not
played-
taking anybody.
Yeah, like the short man said. That's not how the mists work. And you say that you are working to help free me from my prison, and yet I find you here with the key to my freedom, hiding from my sight and turning the mind of my beloved. You have corrupted Tatiana, and in your jealousy, you have turned her against me.
How can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
How long have you been alive or unalive?
Or both.
I have been long enough alive in order to learn how often people will betray those in power.
And he
Excellent.
pulls
Are
out
you
a
also
long. Go ahead.
like This gal over here that you think is somebody else is not who you think she is. She's immortal. You're immortal. There's a difference. Not just by definition, but in literal practice. Your Tatiana is gone. I don't know if you can summon her back through the mist, but it's not this one.
Tonight, Paladin, I am going to teach you what you did not know when we first met. I am going to teach you the difference between monsters and heroes.
Are you my father?
And you are going to watch as you are unable to save those that you care about. And even those that you know nothing of, you will watch as you are helpless to stop anything from happening.
Out of the mist come 4 wolves that are walking with 4 young children in tow as well. Let's see. So these 4 young children seem to be in some kind of trance and are being led by these wolves.
Paladin, I guarantee you, I promise you, if you open your mouth one more time, I will have these wolves rip out the throat of one of these children.
One of
Are we on the map?
Yes, you are on the map. Are you not able to be seen?
I gotta zoom out. Let's see.
Yeah, those children are up in the corner. So if one of the mechanics for tonight is as each of those children die, each of the party members will lose a point of sanity, realizing that they were unable to save these innocent children.
I would like you to please interrupt me again, Paladin.
This is Matt to Nick. Did you say each of the party members lose a point of sanity?
That is correct. Why would I want to punish a hero when all he wants to do is sacrifice for others? If I just hurt you, that would not be right. But let us prepare for, obviously, a less formal occasion, and obviously have the kind of encounter that you almost desire.
Strahd holds out his hand, and the mists begin to form around him in a darkening swirl, and they coalesce into a shadow blade. And he steps forward, dressed elegantly, looking like a man who is not headed into battle, but is headed to a grand feast. And he speaks some arcane words under his breath, and a set of plate of armor greaves fly out of the mist and attach to his legs and strap onto his boots. First the left and then the right, and pieces
So
fly from every.
He's trying to be Iron Man. No, that's
He's
my
trying
big-
to be. He's not even original. No, he's not even original. He's straight up pulling an Iron Man. They fly out of every corner of the town square and from the mists that linger on the edges. And the armor is of the highest quality. Piece by piece, they slap into position, and Strahd now stands in the most magnificent set of armor that radiates and crackles with arcane energy. And the helmet still continues to float at his side.
Do you like the armor, Corbett?
Kinda.
I mean,
lame.
I know that you have enjoyed tinkering around with the previous prototypes that are currently being worn by your friends, but it is the culmination of lifetimes of work. And I know that you have been tinkering with it, but you would only be able to unleash the true potential if you knew the command words. But this set of armor has none of the weaknesses, which I am afraid that your curiosity may be able to figure out how to undo. Would you like to come and take a look at this armor, Corvus?
I'll look at it when we kill you.
All right, go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Oh yes, you don't think that everything that your character has been would be in the slightest bit interested in actually of his own volition coming up and inspecting this armor?
Hold on. Is it a magical effect?
With this, yes, it probably would be. Let's go ahead and check.
What disadvantage?
All right, without disadvantage, go ahead and make your roll.
Nope.
All right.
Are you sure, Corvus, that you would not like to come up and inspect this armor?
Just out of curiosity, if I had rolled a disadvantage.
Please, join me on the stage. It does seem poetic, though.
Fairy
I
fire's
think
on the
it
wolves,
would
though.
be poetic to have you, Paladin, watch as I kill everyone that you have come here with, in the order that I met you. Do you remember?
Corvus, because you are the first person to see that there is a old man just outside of the house, tending next to a fire, like he's been waiting on you.
Pretty.
My name is Kolion Indorovich, he says to all of you. Welcome to Barovia.
Is that Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
It is Kolion Indorovich. Sit by a fire, chatting with some heroes and adventurers, and telling me of your tales. Have actually seen many adventures in my time that this cursed house will bring. And he gestures over to the fire, and yes, this is likely going to be a bit confusing, especially coming from a dead man. From a dead man.
What, you're dead?
I am cursed, yes.
You're not dead, you're really a man. You're an old man right now. We're talking about it.
Go ahead.
I got one left.
You are not from Barovia. This land is a prison. Even death will not let you escape. But he kind of glances at you. I'm sure that there are many questions that you have. With your divine sense, that you're not getting anything fiendish. You're not getting anything
Undead?
Undead. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so he's speaking figuratively.
What to know about Barovia? It is, like I said, it is a prison. The land is literally a prison. It's a place of torture and despair. It is designed to torture the lord of this land, but all suffer, and you will not be able to escape.
Who do we have to dispatch to end that suffering? Because there is always a conqueror, there is always a tyrant or a warlord who brings this suffering to the people.
Who is this tyrant and where is he and how do I find him?
The lord of this land is Strahd von Zarovich, and I do not know if he is a monster or if he is just a tortured soul. I guess it depends on whether you are with him or against him. But I am old and I do not know what kind of fate awaits me, but what do you think it is that makes a man a monster or a villain or a hero? Paladin, what makes the distinction?
Between a monster and a hero?
Yes. I am interested always in this question with adventurers. I see them do killing, but they do not consider themselves monsters. I see that most people are just the hero of their own story.
I will ask you this, good sir. Do you ask me this question because you are genuinely curious of our motives, or do you ask this question because you have been in this land for so long, because you have been under the crushing thumb of this Count Strahd von whoever for so long that you can no longer see the good, you can no longer see the light or the hope, and so the only thing you can ask is that from which it comes the darkness of your soul? Sir, that is what I ask you, because what we bring is glory, hope, and freedom. That is what we bring to this land, sir. Point us in the direction of this count, and I promise you the light will return to this land.
Like so many before you, I love this fire. This is why I love to talk to new adventurers. You have not yet had your soul crushed. It is refreshing. Thank you. Thank you. Like so many before you, I love this fire.
You grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and
All right, you can go ahead and start the roll initiative.
I love to talk to new
He
adventurers.
said, will you defeat them, your demons?
All righty.
Will you bring up? Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Turn order. Oh my gosh.
All right, let's see now. After you get done with your initiative roll, you can go ahead and also anyone that wants to do an insight check as well.
Can I?
Can you do an insight check? I think so.
I don't know if I'm being controlled by old.
Yes, you
Strahd
still have control of your own actions. The problem is that while you are under the influence of the charmed status, I'll go ahead and put that in the chat for you so that you.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
It just means that you're going to regard Strahd as a trusted friend and be heated and protected. To be heated and protected, and the target isn't under Strahd's control, but it takes Strahd's request in the most favorable way and lets Strahd bite him. So that's nice too. Each time Strahd or his companions do anything to harm the target, you can repeat the saving throw, ending the effects on itself on a success. Otherwise, the effect lasts 24 hours or until Strahd's destroyed.
So, at the start of combat, am I still paralyzed, or did that whole speech take more than a minute?
So you are not. He did not freeze up your armor.
Okay.
But if you would have been talking the way that the paladin was, then he could have. The one thing that I didn't do, which was the intention was that the music that the Barovian witches were playing would have made it so that a wisdom saving throw was needed just to be able to speak, but I forgot about that piece, so we're just going along with it. Let's see. So with the insight checks, I see a couple of different initiative checks from different people. 15 on one, and 6 on another. All right. Of course. So for Corbus and for so there's a couple people that if slaughtered would have a negative effect on your sanity. One of them is Irina. However, you believe that it is highly likely that Irina is not going to be harmed by anyone that is currently participating in the battle that's about to go down. So she should be a safe one. With a, what was the other highest? It was 15. The other piece is that Dow,
At
you
least you're
realize that
unmuted
it
and
is,
you're so loud.
Brushing my hair with.
you realize that it is likely that the night hags are going to try to attack Alexander, that to try to force him to become a liability. And if he does end up turning and going into a bloodlust, that's going to have him either targeting children or targeting Vasily. All right. And was there any other insight checks that I missed that were higher than 15?
Mine was 24.
Okay, with the 24. You realize that Strahd is trying to kill Corbus. That's his target, because he knows that he could actually unlock the curse of the cursed armor being worn by 2 of the characters. And you also realize that that if left to her own devices, Anastasia, this Anna girl, is likely to kill Irina, based on the way that you've seen jealousy before result in murder.
Crazy.
And you can see that look in Anastasia's eyes. She does not like Irina at all. And that is everything that we know now. So with being able to see everything that's in the turn order right now, you can see where you land currently in the turn order. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go off of headset for a little bit, and I want you to have a moment, essentially through Return of the Jedi head nods, between like Han Solo and Luke Skywalker and Lando Calrissian. You are able to like communicate with each other a plan of attack, like which way you're going to go and how you're going to do your best to execute this. So I will go off of headset and I will give you we'll say right now it's 7:22. I will give you until we'll do a break / strategy meeting until 7:30 Barovian time. Good to go? Too easy. All right, sounds good.
Does anyone notice how tan he is? Look at him. He looks just like he got a fake tan. That's just his skin.
He looks like a meatball.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked does everybody think we are?
I think that we're pretty fucked because he said things to me out of game where I got concerned.
Yeah, he said that he's
Womp womp.
he's very convinced. He's very, very convinced that he's gonna be able to kill Corbus.
He's very convinced he's gonna be able to kill somebody.
What?
No, he wants to kill Corbus.
Yeah, I know that, but he also said, make sure you have words prepared in case you die.
Where are the hags on this map? I don't see them.
They're probably ethereal right now.
I don't know, guys. I gotta tell you something. I had to run to the bathroom a minute ago. You know, when there's like an emergency. I couldn't see anything. I was hearing I was like hearing
Is this the
words from the
flashback?
past. Yeah, and I was like yelling to Elise in the bathroom. I'm like, Elise, what is going on right now? I have no idea what's going on because I was listening the whole time
So
and I was trying to
basically, it
figure
was
out.
just like him setting up for why, or to show that Estrad really wants to go after Corpus, kind of thing.
Well, that's not very
Okay.
nice, and I won't let that happen. Well, to the
He's
best of my
typing.
ability. That would be
I'll-
where
Problem
Alexander
is, Strahd goes before his Corpus.
Dude, if Corbin
Um,
dies, I'm genuinely gonna have a meltdown, like IRL, like in like my body is gonna have a reaction. That's gonna be so horrible.
I mean, I'm headed right to Strahd as fast as or whatever I can get there, because he's right in front of me.
If I can get away from him, I'm going to the wolves and I'm gonna sword burst them.
This is what I think Nikki wants to sound like when he types this. Oh, the wolves will attack at the end of the turn. One bite will kill a child. Bro, stop. You know that's how he wanted to say it.
Can we read his phone?
This sucks. So basically, we just look at him. Does he think he's out of the? Do you see him on his phone? What a dork. Okay, what do we do?
He's
don't
sending
know.
videos in the chat too.
He's sending. Dude, you can't be out here. You can't. We're trying to
Get
head
back in your hole.
man.
Bro, you
Yeah.
can't be out here.
Bro!
I'm trying to get back in your hole, little
You can't-
weasel.
you can't be
little
out here.
rat.
Liv,
Give us a rat.
tell him to warm up the corn for me.
Warm up the corn for Elise, please.
Go back in your hole and warm up the corn.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
What do we do? God.
I don't know.
I'm gonna step
I
to
think
Strahd. I have
my
I have
number
2
one
spell
priority is
slots.
not losing sanity points. You know, so if we can,
Yeah. So
I think
I
Dow
think the
is
number one
gonna
priority
go
is
towards
not
those
killing
wolves.
people. Right.
You know,
Yeah, I gotta. That's my plan. I want to get over there. I can catch 3 of them in a sword burst if I can get there. But since Strahd wants to kill me, Strahd goes before me,
yeah.
and I would also draw an attack of opportunity trying to
I'll
dip
get a
out.
drink. That's what I'm gonna do.
So I can Misty step over there, so I can get there super fast.
I've got 2 spell slots left and the ability to regain 1 more, so that gives me 3 opportunities to smite, and one of them's a 2nd level. So maybe we could if get lucky, hit him a couple of times and do a shitload of damage,
Yeah.
and hopefully he fucking dips out and we can handle the rest of these fuckers. But I agree, if we can get to the wolves too, if Dow's headed to the wolves, that's probably a good spot. Who's got silver arrows?
I think I do.
I would
Elise
I would
does.
I
think-
would engage Strahd with silver arrows. You're like a fucking sneak attack, fucking arrow sniper.
Bitch.
Lots of damage. Lots of damage. Just give the fist like you're listening. You might have went off headphones, huh? Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Misty step, I
can-
think. And I'm gonna get over to the wolves. I want to see if I can Misty step with someone because Dow's gonna be able to do inflict a lot of damage quickly.
Don't know.
No,
if
I
you
can't
can
do it
with
with
Misty
someone
Step.
else.
I think Dimension Door you could, but not Misty Step.
I can't. That sucks. Okay. I'll have to do it on my own. We have 2 minutes.
All right, was that enough time?
Tom's getting a drink.
All right, then rather than playing that song, we'll wait until Tom gets here. We'll play something else.
Victim, such a perfect victim. Living in this prison, most they would kill themselves to be in here with me. But you blame me, don't you love to shame me? Everything you fucked up, failed at, broke or lost, and it's all my fault. But no, it's not. So hate me, I'm the feeling you made me.
All right, we are back in. We have had our battle plan of head nods, strictly head nods. All right, so first up we have Bruce.
Oh, I'm first.
You are first in the turn order.
That's lucky. Okay, I'm gonna Misty Step over there to the wolves.
Okay.
I can go up to 30 feet. So that's like all the way over there, basically. Basically all the way over there. So we don't even have to look at that.
No, if you Misty Step plus your movement, yes, you'd be able to get over there to those wolves.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then as a bonus action, I'll kill all of them.
Okay.
With my mind. So.
All right. What you got for a mind power that you're gonna do?
You know what, man? What do I do? Okay, so I've used my bonus action and I've used my action.
You have not used your action. All you did was your movement, so you still have an action.
Oh, I can still. What the joke?
Yep.
Okay, should have known that. Come on, guys. Okay.
You bitch. I mean, good job.
Alright, that's pretty
I will
fucked up.
alter the time around me so that 6 creatures of my choice will slow down.
All
in
right.
time for a big, strong man to come and save me. I'm
All right.
gonna
Which creatures are you picking?
So I've got a 40-foot radius for what I want for this. So I've got these guys, and then there's these ladies. Dude, 40 feet is so big. I'm gonna pick these 4 wolves, and then these 2 guys right here. Okay.
All right, and they
They all-
need a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, the wisdom saving throw.
All right, for each of the wolves. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2 that succeeded and 2 that are
Ooh.
currently slowed. So we're gonna go ahead and mark them with a where's the snail at?
Where's the snail?
I thought we had a
Where's the
there was a
snail
snail
option?
icon. Not seeing it, we'll just go ahead and the ones that are slowed, we'll go ahead and give a net to indicate that they are
Trapped.
Well,
stopped.
you can get up to 6.
Yep, let's go ahead and do the other.
Like Strahd.
Oh, should I try and slow Strahd?
You absolutely can.
I don't think that I'm going to
1
succeed with that.
and
though.
2, and both of these zombies if you're trying to do them, or you can do Strahd.
Okay. No, I'm gonna keep my 2 zombies.
All right, so the 2 zombies are. I found the snail. Excellent. Changing over.
No
to
way you
snail.
found that snail, man.
I found the snail. All right.
No way.
All right, you've used your movement, your bonus action. And
An action.
you have,
Someone come help, please.
and that was your
Thank you.
action, which was to cast slow. All right, and we are on to Anastasia. So, moments before rolling for initiative, you watch as Strahd pulls out a sheet of thin or a thin band of golden metal and throws it at Anastasia. As he was talking about, you turned her against me, and it coils around her throat and begins to lift her off the ground. And so, during her turn, she is going to attempt to make a strength saving throw in order to break free of that. And she does not. So she is spending her turn, although not going to choke to death without air, desperately trying to get this restraint off of her. Strahd, during his turn, is going to turn to Corbus and say,
It is best to finish current business before dining on such a delicious treat as yourself.
and he turns toward Anastasia and holds out his hand and says, actually, she says that Strahd is blind. You are blind. She is your prison. She's not the key to your survival. She is not your redemption. She is your curse. She's a distraction. And Strahd uses his action in order to turn his hand, and it snaps the neck of Anastasia, and she goes limp, still suspended there in the air. And let's see what we have for a bonus action. Call that one action, and then we'll come in for a very cordial bite attack against Corbus. So Corbus, you take 5 piercing damage, and
that's a
16
bonus action.
Yeah, well, no, his first attack was to snap the neck of Anastasia, and his only other attack is to bite you.
Damn it.
I thought his first attack was to wrap the metal around her neck.
Fair
And
enough.
His second attack.
You know what?
His second attack.
We will be in agreement that he does not have the chance to. He'll have to wait to bite Corbus next turn.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Dretch is up. Dretches are going to do what Dretches do, which is they are going to make their 30 feet of movement and try to get as close as they can to their intended targets, and to go ahead and going to hold their action until they can get a little bit closer. All right. Next is Vasily. Vasily is going to do what Vasily does, which is he is going to hide behind Irina. Corbus, you're up.
Okay. Think. I'm just gonna firebolt one of the
I was hoping
not
you were gonna
slow.
move. I was hoping you were going to move toward them. Thank you.
I thought about it.
I know. I was so ready to hit that button.
And one of the wolves that isn't slowed.
One of the wolves that is not slowed. So this
Mhm.
wolf, as the firebolt smacks into directly its snout, it explodes into a yelping pain, tries to move away, and only dies tired. Excellent. All right. Any bonus actions?
No, I don't think I have anything I can use.
All right. And you still have I think you still have 25 feet of movement.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Oh, you're gonna stay? All right. That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point in the turn order, we have the evil sisters that are working in tandem together. They pop in and make their attacks on the lovely paladin. So we're going to go ahead and have 2 magic missiles that come from these ladies. So 12 and 10 points of force damage that slam into Alexander. And Alexander, with that, you're going to need to make your first sanity check. If you remember actually, I don't know that you were here to actually read over this. So you are on day 2, and in this state, when you are hit with damage, you are going to need to make a DC 15 strength or sanity check in order to be able to resist. Or actually, hold on a second. Let me make sure that I have this right.
It's DC 10. Or
DC 10 or half the amount of damage.
Yeah.
Right. So you could either do one. So yeah, you'll have to do 2 at DC 50 or DC 10.
Why would I do 2 at DC 10?
Because there was 2 different attacks from 2 of the.
Oh,
from
whichever
each of the
is
hags.
greater. Sorry, I optimistically read that as whichever is lesser.
Sorry.
Well, all right. I mean, we can call that both of them, or we can call that one of them.
All right. So with a success on the other.
Hey, can I use my inspiration on that first one?
Fuck yeah, you can.
Or am I turning? Am I not turning because I made the second one?
No. So each of these. So you're essentially with them rolling at disadvantage because they're both going to be attacking you with 2 different magic missile attacks. So I would definitely burn that inspiration.
All right, there we go.
All right, for a moment there, you feel your skin begin to crawl, Alexander, and just irritated at the pompous ass that you've had to be having a conversation with, and then suddenly the introduction of pain, even though you're in full plate armor that has been able to protect you, and it just slides right in, and the sensation is one that just makes you want to freak out. And you feel like, oh my gosh, I could have just started killing anything just to get rid of this rage that is coursing through me. But you are able to pull it under control in that moment. And that is when you watch as the hags that are holding hands again disappear back into the ethereal. Irina, being the person that she is, takes the dash action to get close to these wolves, and knowing that she is likely not in harm, attempts to take a swing at one of them. Because she does not have anything with her. She is just hitting with her fists. She does 3 points of damage, slamming into this one that is currently... She wishes that she would have gotten dressed in her armor and taken her rapier with her. Vasily, as his prepared action, runs after her, but does not have a dash that is capable. Dow, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move 30 feet, which is as far as I can go. So I will move to right next to Bruise here, and then I will cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
So at the start of their turn, creatures within a 15-foot radiant circle of me, like that, have to do a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15, or take 3d8 or half. And I'll go ahead and roll the damage now.
So that way we know that how many of the wolves are going to be destroyed at the...
11.
Ah. All right, at the beginning of their turn. We'll see if that's enough to actually take them out.
Yep.
All right. And next we have some Strahd zombies that are able to make some attacks. This one is slowed, so that means its speed is halved, and it is going to then just move toward Dow, and it's going to take its one action that it can take, and it is going to claw at him. A 19 does not hit, but it slams into your armor and it rings, and you begin to wonder if the armor's capabilities are enough to protect you from transforming if you take damage. You can feel that scratching at the back of your head that is constantly there, that has been influencing your personality lately. All right, this Strahd zombie is going to run after Vasily, much to Vasily's terror, as that Strahd zombie starts to run after him. And this Strahd zombie, seeing fresh horse meat, is going to multi-attack against it, and is going to do its 2 claw attacks and its bite. And based on, with its armor class being 11, it is able to get in a claw and a bite, and it takes 8 points of damage.
What happened on the one?
On the what?
On the one.
What one?
The first claw.
It lost its arm, and its arm is now sitting right here, looking up at it like, what the fuck?
Perfect.
All right. And let's go ahead and continue through our Strahd zombies. Still at half. So we're going to move up and attempt to take out all right. Bite. Claw. A 20 does hit. Bruce, you take 4 slashing damage. Correction. Sorry, you take no damage because you've slowed that zombie and it doesn't. You see it thinking really hard about wanting to hit you again, and you see the effects of your magic actually slowing it down. This Strahd zombie is going to move in toward Ismark, who is currently just sitting there, seemingly in a stupor, and is going to multi-attack him with a bite, a claw, and another claw for some reason. And all of them hit because it's at advantage because he's incapacitated currently, and takes 13 damage. All right, last Strahd zombie before we get to Freya, who's on deck, and this one is going to decide that it is going to move up and shamble toward these children who look very tasty. All right, Freya, you are up.
How stupid would it be to try and shoot Strahd right now?
And try to what?
To try and shoot Strahd. Just trying to.
Not at all.
Well, I wasn't asking you, and that made me feel like it was a bad idea.
Oh, no. Sorry. You do it. Please don't kill. Please don't hurt
Because I
Strahd.
got any.
But wait, you have initiative. You have advantage on initiative rolls with your dagger of warning. So I was wondering why you were so low in the. Can you roll initiative one more time, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so, we're gonna adjust the. We're gonna have some more but yes, you should have been able to go much sooner in the turn order, and I'm allowing it. So, go ahead and make your assassination attempt against Strahd.
Okay, I'm hidden. I hid before last
Yep,
time
I know that
it
you're
did.
hidden. Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna shoot him.
Good to go. All right, a 27 does hit, especially as a crit, and you do how many points of damage? You've got
21.
21 points of damage. All right.
Unless there was silver involved.
Yeah, I have silver arrows.
You do have silver arrows, and you use those silver arrows?
Mhm.
Well, that sucks. So you see as your arrow does pierce into him, and it just slides into the perfect spot in his nearly immaculate armor. But with your trained assassin eyes, you are able to see the one tiny little weak point in it. And like, what's the guy's name in Lord of the Rings? You are able to see the one spot on the dragon that was vulnerable and are able to.
Ard.
Yes. All right, so we have a few more Strahd zombies that need
Oh,
to.
I want to hide before. I want to hide again.
All right, go ahead and roll your stealth.
And I look at Strahd and go, hey, there's a weak spot.
Give you the shield. All right.
Been called worse.
16. All right. This zombie is going to move up toward the horse because zombies really like horses. 1 bite, 2 slashes, and 14 points of damage. The horse is.
How are you getting
currently
14?
bloody. What's that?
How are you getting
Oh,
14
sorry.
if the horse has 11?
Because I just like to make up things as I go along. Is there a problem?
That's fair.
Yes, I hit once.
You also
All
want
right,
to.
fine.
You hate animals. That's what it is.
I do hate animals. I
Because you had to
hate
take dog, and now you're trying
animals.
to kill the spectral horse.
I hate them. I hate them
Clearly.
so much. All right, this Strahd zombie is following also after the Sealy.
Hey, Dad, this
our
might be a good
last-
time to tell you my cat ate your Slim Jim.
I hate animals. All right. This is why the dog has to die. All right. All right. And the last stretch. And let's see what this one's a little bit closer. So I'm hoping that let me make sure I double check his his movement speed. Their movement speed is a solid 20, so he is able to get to here in front of the other one, and has not yet been able to let loose its but let me get through. So we have next then before the
hell happened to the turn order?
Hold on a second.
You broke it.
I didn't break it. We're just going through it a couple times until I get to.
It's broken.
It's not broken. All right. We have movement from an unseen NPC who makes their movement to there. And Alexander, you're up.
All right. Am I still partially paralyzed?
No, luckily you actually antagonized him enough that he
rambled for a minute so it wore off.
Yes, the plan was to actually do that as we were rolling for initiative, and instead you antagonized him so much and pissed him off so badly that he wanted to shut you up, and like a brand new Mujahideen, hit the trigger before he should have because he was pissed and completely spoiled the ambush. Well done. Without even a fucking perception, without even a persuasion check. It was actually just an effective tactic against the DM that ruined the ambush. So
you,
go ahead.
You ruined your own plan. Out fucking standing.
That's what I realized too, that I'm like, oh yeah, I put in there that it's active for 1 minute and can't be reactivated within 24 hours. Fuck.
Yep. Hey, so as I move, I'm just going to step up onto the stage. Will I provoke an attack of opportunity from that Strahd zombie? And if so, can I have my war horse take its action at that point and attack the zombie to prevent the attack of opportunity on me?
Yeah, so go ahead and move back to where you were at.
Yep.
That's where you were. Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and have the warhorse go ahead and have the warhorse do its attack. We'll see if it can.
$19.
Let's see that beautiful hoof damage.
2d6 plus 4. 12.
All right, minus 12. So that did not bloody the Strahd zombie. So it's not enough of a distraction that it still doesn't get a swipe at you as you are moving away. But with a 15, it does not hit you. So it did throw it off enough that it was. I might even say that it was at disadvantage. So we'll say that it was even the 4.
All right. So yeah, just step up onto the stage. My maul is already in my hand, obviously, because we just finished the last battle.
Right.
And literally saying nothing, walk up on stage and swing.
A 21 does not hit.
Interesting.
And you watch as this
hold on,
as you're up close and can now see this armor. It is full plate armor, and now his helmet has come onto his head, and you watch as the pauldrons that are on his shoulders separate, and they are almost orbiting around him as like animated shields.
Does a 22 hit?
A 22 would hit.
Okay, I've got a +1 from magic weapon because it lasts an hour, so I rolled 22.
All right. So when all seems lost and you have not hit Strahd, then the magic weapon with its +1, you get through and you make contact with how much damage? You have beat my meat.
I beat your meat. Yes. So there is
This is the worst.
12 plus. Let's see. And my character sheet just froze. I'm gonna smite
+1
at.
from
Yep. So that's actually 13. Thanks, Corbus.
I don't want to die.
Corbus, it's almost like you have a vested interest in how well he does in this attack.
I don't want to die.
Let's see. So what does a second level smite do then?
Second level spite is going to do 3d6. But he's undead, so it's going to be 46.
And it's D8s.
It's D8.
Let's do d8s this time.
Says the paladin. Don't even know how much might he gets.
I have selected.
Well, it might be this much. It might be that much.
You mean to roll it twice? Just roll the damage twice.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd rather you just rolled it once, but you can roll it twice. Yeah, go ahead and roll again. I call shenanigans. I call motherfucking shenanigans.
So there's my second level smite.
All right, so your second level smite does 11 damage. Got it?
No, that's not. That's it does 11 plus 15.
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, so I'll go ahead and subtract 26. All right, and you...
And that's radiant damage too, obviously.
Correct, yes. So that means... But he... You can hear his smile behind that mask of his armor. It is like I thought. And
okay, I'll swing
let's
again.
go ahead and have... it is now the beginning of the wolves' turn.
I got another
So we'll-
swing. That was only my first attack.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make your other swing.
Can you
We're still gonna
push
get to
him
the
in?
wolves.
Can you push Strahd
Oh.
when you hit him? Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, I can. I've got Crusher too.
Yeah,
Can
go
you push him into my area of effect.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
That's gonna be for him to be able to select which way it goes. Is gonna be some kind of athletics check.
It's not. It's written into it. It's. I can push him 5 feet into an unoccupied space.
Don't tell him that.
All right, I'll swing again.
A 22 or a 23.
Oh,
It would hit.
Do I have advantage for any reason?
I don't think that you do. Why would I give you
Absolutely does.
But go ahead and roll that one more time.
Well, I'll just take the 28 that rolled with it then.
No, you're not gonna take the 28 that rolled with it.
Well, that's just like
Then he
rolling
takes
again.
the 22 that he rolled with it.
Well done, sir. Well done. All right, roll your damage.
You can't be stopped.
Already. There's 14 more. Plus, I have 1 first level spell slot left. So we'll go 5. Oh, you got a win on that one.
Nice. Glad that I was viciously trying to type in the code that allows you to
Plus an
adjust
8.
people's
Because it was
dice rolls.
3d8.
Right.
Now you crush it.
Yep, and then that was that'll Crusher. Getting these spell slots down. So I don't know. How do you read that?
That you move.
You can
5
move
feet.
it 5 feet into an unoccupied space.
Yep. So I would say that we'll just call it a DC 10 athletics check to be able to determine if it is straight back or to the side.
So if I make it, I can pick my shot, basically.
If you make it, if you don't make it, he goes the direction that I want him to go. If you make
Right.
it, then you're able to determine whether it's left or right. All right.
16.
You wanted to go to the right?
Into Dao's area of effect.
Is that left or right?
Be left.
Left.
All right. So he is pushed off the stage and comes into contact with he's going to be within his area of effect.
And bonus action.
Yep.
Let's see. Where's my channel divinity? Anyway, I can bonus action channel divinity.
Get back a level 1 spot.
Yep.
All right. Do you guys is it just a level 1 slot?
Yeah.
Or you can okay.
Yeah, it's just a level 1. And that's my turn.
Excellent. All right. So there's no saving throw or anything like that for the effect of your guardian. Is there a savings? There is a
Yeah,
saving
that's
throw,
a
right?
DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. So if
DC
they-
15. All right.
Yeah,
And these
if they
are,
fail, they'll take half. So they'll either take 11 radiant damage or 5 radiant damage.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look here. They are incredibly wise, as they are the wisest creatures in the forest. The 3 wolves that I was attempting to have not fail,
Wise
instead
wolves.
go ahead and fail. So
Nice. Well, if they have anything near 11 hit points, then they die. Tell me, how many hit points might an average wolf have? That's not something I know from.
these are
Dungeons and
no
Dragons.
average wolves, you fool. They have 12 hit points.
Oh,
Unlike what it says in the monster's manual, I don't care what you say. No, they all fucking die. So, as we come to the end of the turn order, and Strahd's great plan to have you all have this moral dilemma of what you would do, is quickly usurped by the cunning of this group, as all 4 wolves are immediately dispatched. They are not yet out of danger, but there is also a eerie new song that the witches begin to play, and there is a shimmering and the mist shift for a moment, and the trap is set, and we move to Freya, who has her next turn. She is stealth with a incredibly stealthy 16. Nobody could see her.
Nobody?
No, that was sarcasm, honey. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I think that was in a great roll. Okay. I don't have a clear shot of Strahd anymore, do I?
Not a clear one, but I highly recommend shooting at him because there's only a few obstructions in the way. And
There's
none of
only a
them
few
are-
teammates in my way, you know, that I could possibly hit if I miss. I'm just gonna try and shoot the zombie over here. The one. Oh, is that a zombie? Yeah, is that a zombie next to Ismark?
That is a zombie next to
There's a
his
zombie on either side. You got
I'm gonna
the
go for
dregs.
the right one. The one is right.
All right, so that's to the Strahd zombie on Ismark's
On
side.
the right of Ismark, yep.
Yep, so that definitely hits, and we have 13 points of damage to this one, which bloodies the one to his right.
Then I'm gonna hide it.
I was worried that you were going to turn undead. Thank you. But you only get one of those a day, don't you? Turn undead, do you only get one of those a day?
Me?
No,
Oh, she's freezing up. All right. So it is Anastasia Korlova's turn to make her desperate attempt to get free of her bindings. And she again fails. All right. She continues to strain. Bruce, you're up next.
Okay. So,
Eat 'em, Bruce.
okay. So, I will use my bardic inspiration to the short little man. And I will say, give him hell, man! And I'll say it like that. And then, I don't know. Oh, cause what's next to me? You know what I mean? What, I got two zombies? Well, everything I was fighting for is gone.
This zombie right here is headed toward the children.
Thanks,
Heads up.
thanks. Good to
Yeah,
know.
you bet.
I killed him immediately with my brain. No.
Okay, use your brain powers. Which one are you using? You have a few of them.
1 second. I will. That's a wisdom saving throw.
You hear the sound of a zombie that is running for its life from.
Okay, so it failed.
It did fail, and it is moving as quickly as it will take it away from you.
That's a 3d6, yeah. Okay. That's 13 damage.
As it's running away, you watch as it leaves a arm behind.
Not dead?
It's not dead. No, they are very
Why?
hardy. They're very hardy zombies. You have almost
Like
bloody.
a radish? Okay. Whatever.
All right, with the bard's turn complete, it is the turn of Strahd von Zarovich.
Wait,
who-
I didn't say that. I didn't say that I'm done.
Okay,
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry. You were going to make movement?
Well, can I... Listen.
Damn it, Tom.
Listen. Is it possible to cast Bardic Inspiration twice?
No, it is not.
Why?
Because it says so in the rules, because you use a...
No, I
bonus
don't.
action to do
That's
it.
not what I asked. I asked why is that not possible for my character to be able to speak to somebody twice in a turn when I still have my axe another movement. Isn't movement of the mouth a movement?
The same reason that the horse in chess moves.
Okay, I cast Bardic Inspiration a second time. And I cast it onto Dao.
Okay, all right. Dao, you feel inspired, but it doesn't feel like it has any mechanical effect.
Yeah, but what's important is not the mechanical effect. It's the movement.
This is real for Bruce, Dad. Do you understand that? This man is in battle. He is a child, and he is in battle, fighting against a villain you created. You thought of the most sickening thing to do to these people to traumatize them, and I can't say words twice on my turn? Why can't I inspire my friends? Let it
I can't even mute you right now. Everything's so bogged down and slow. All right.
Okay, I end my turn. Whatever.
She ends her turn. It is Strahd von Zarovich's turn, and in order to make his movement, he pushes like a
Wait,
mime.
at the start of his turn, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
He does need to make a wisdom saving throw. Let's see if we can burn off one of those legendary actions right off the bat.
Okay.
No, he
takes 5. He takes 5 radiant damage.
He does take 5 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Like
Tiny little hammer.
Like a fucking punk like that.
Yeah.
All right.
We're on the board.
5. Boom. All right. And as he feels that pain go through him, he's invigorated. He hasn't been in battle in
Right.
quite a while. And you
My
also
brain
cast
power.
your brain power. So he pushes off the wall behind him in order to move himself forward. And that is when you see the shimmer of the wall of force that is now surrounding a few of the characters. And
Uh-oh.
with the trap set, he steps back up onto his position and says, "You are such a fool." Now, let's go ahead and
Did Strahd just trap himself in a bubble with Alex?
yes, he did.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right. Does a 27 hit? Yes,
Ooh.
it does, because you are a charmed individual and just let him bite you. You take 14 points of damage.
Why do you get it? Why do you get advantage?
Because you are charmed and you will let him bite him anyway.
I know this probably might be a little far from possible, but was
Yeah.
there a saving throw involved in that?
With the charm?
Charmed effect?
Yes.
I totally
he had-
missed that.
Yep.
But-
that was back before.
It was a while
back
ago.
before the powwow.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Anyway,
Alright.
just for future reference, if you're within 10 feet of me, you get +3 on all your saving throws.
Annoying. Incredibly annoying. All right. So, you taking that damage yet? Why are you
Not
at
yet.
full health now? You were at 22 hit points before, and then you got bumped up to what?
What was it? Like
30.
I don't remember how far up. You're gonna make me scroll up and get this. Hopefully, get this stuff. Actually,
No, I'm
read.
just looking at. I think that because you're not at full hit points right now at 27. Yeah, because you got 10 more hit points.
Hmm.
I'm looking at the
Yeah,
character
my
sheet.
max is in the 40s.
Got it. So you take 14.
And wasn't there something about if I take damage, I can make the save again?
I would say that it says actually against your allies, and that you are willing to let him bite you. So you're not going to.
Yeah, but there was
get
something
the-
about taking damage from him.
Yes, but it's so. Let's go ahead and read that for a second. Let's make sure that we're both on the same page. So, down, where are we?
Each time that
So-
Strahd or his companions.
Yep. And you regard Strahd as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected. But it takes Strahd's request and actions in the most favorable ways and lets Strahd bite. Okay, so
I get
Yes.
that. I still get to
Because
make
you
another
took
saving
damage
throw to
from the
break
bite.
the charm.
Go ahead and make your saving throw.
+3.
Please make it too.
And get +3. And am I still at disadvantage for it, or am I at a...
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so that'd be normal.
And that is the effect of the witches, not your.
13. What was the save? $17. Okay.
Hey, do you have inspiration too?
You know what? I'll burn the inspiration. Yep, I'm burning it. Nope.
Jesus. 6.
You are even more under my control.
Did we determine if he was bad or not?
What's that?
If he's dad or not? If Strahd is
Bad.
Dad? Is that what you
No,
said?
this dude.
Okay.
This guy.
Like, did we determine if he's evil or not?
Yeah.
Strahd?
Yeah.
No. What the fuck?
Vasily?
Vasily?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Was he bad?
I mean,
Like, was Strahd saying he was?
He's bad.
He's not bad.
He was working for.
I can see your face, dog. He's bad.
No, he's in the module. He's supposed to be Strahd, but he's not. Obviously, in this reimagining of this story, Strahd is not Vasily, because there's Vasily and there's Strahd, and Strahd would like for nothing more than for Vasily to die, but he would like to first watch him just be a scared little bitch for a while.
so do we know if he's dad?
So it's still Strahd's turn, so he's going to go ahead and raise up this huge shadow blade, which should be able to take down Corbus. And as he raises it up, he comes across and slaps Corbus across the face. He does not do critical damage because he doesn't. We're gonna say he doesn't have advantage on this attack just because he's trying to actually play with you. But you take, let's see, you take 26 points of damage.
Down.
I'll intercept that one.
Okay. All right, so you take 22 points of damage.
That's a 7, not a 4, because that's a...
You take 20 points of damage. Or, excuse me, 19 points of damage. Did you already take that off? No, you have not yet.
I am now.
Okay.
I succeed on the wisdom saving throw.
All right. And so, did you say you have taken off the damage?
Yeah, I'm down to 4.
Okay, good. It hasn't updated for me yet, so I didn't want to double tap you on it. All right. And then at that point, raises the Shadow Blade for his final attack. With a 20, he does 24 points of psychic damage to you. What's
Ouch.
nice
He has
is that
disadvantage.
it's not disadvantage.
It's
necrotic,
absolutely disadvantage.
with the psychic damage. At least it's not necrotic, so you don't immediately die.
Isn't it at disadvantage because I gave Corbus Bardic Inspiration? Yeah, no, but
If
yeah,
only it
because
worked out.
I said so.
No, but Corbus, you could add the D8 to your Wisdom saving throw.
I have the 3 from Alexander and I had to have
and
a
you have the 3
17.
from Alexander. So go ahead and add that bardic inspiration to your wisdom saving throw.
Isn't
Let's
the
see
wisdom
if-
saving throw 17?
The wisdom saving throw is
It is.
8. It's 18.
It says 17 in the description.
It says 17 in the description. Okay.
Yep.
So
Must succeed on a DC 17.
Corbus, as you fall unconscious, you find yourself suddenly aware that Strahd is a bad guy and that you should attack him.
Fuck.
All right.
Wait, is Corvus dying right now?
Corbus is only
Yep.
unconscious.
He ain't
right now.
living.
He is not. He's not dying. He's just sleepy.
What are his hit points at? He's EP?
His hit
What
points
his
are
hit
at
points
0.
at?
He's EP.
His hit points are at 0.
Okay,
He's taking a nap.
okay, good to know.
All right. He's just taking a
Bro,
nap. All right.
He needs a nap.
Okay. And so now it is the Dretch's turn. They both come up here and they're going to take out this guy and this guy with their stankness, not realizing that there is a wall of force between them and that. So we'll have the horse and Ismark go ahead and do a Constitution saving throw. Horse goes first, and the fucking horse passes. Oh, you don't have to do one. You're protected by the wall of force.
No, that was for the horse, but I'll take yours instead.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. We'll do some.
No, it's
Yes,
fine.
we'll take mine. All right, Constitution. saving
And
throw.
what's his name? Ismark still gets +3 because he's
Plus
within 10
3.
feet of me.
Which helps them out, so they only take. They are not poisoned, and so they are good to go. All right. Next up, we have Vasily, who runs to the comfort of his bride and stays put as he is frantically running from these Strahd zombies that seem dead set on feasting upon his flesh. All right, Corbus, you are up.
Oh shit, it's been a while since I did this. Where the hell the death save is at? Oh, there they are.
All right, with a 14, you have 1 success. All right. Next up, we have 2 night hags who one of them attempts to make a shot at Alexander and sees that the magic missile does not, that he's protected from magic missile attacks. So they turn and look toward the other that they were instructed to attack, and go ahead and do so. So, come on. Oh, you're asking me what level I want to cast that. I can't see where that's at. Just cast it. Stop. All right. Not
Let's
detect
put
magic.
detect magic in the chat. Yeah.
I'm just gonna put detect magic in the chat a few times, and Dow, go ahead and take 9 points of
Ow,
force damage
no.
as the first tries to hit Alexander, and the others slide in and move past and hit you. And go ahead and do a sanity check with a DC 10.
Sanity check. No, even with my cool armor. Do I get advantage for it? Because of the cool armor? No.
I was gonna reveal that after you failed, but thanks.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Just
okay.
ask for the spoilers right now.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Spoilers. Nice crit. Super Saiyan.
All right, so you fail.
Oh.
To let me have any fun at all.
So do I take the damage though?
Oh, you definitely take the
force
damage. Yes,
Okay.
please.
And then I'll do a Constitution saving throw for concentrating on Spirit Guardians.
You have the ears.
I have the no sweat.
Yeah.
So if I fail, I can choose to succeed instead. Let's see. First things first. I succeed anyways. All right, great.
All right, it is now Irina Koliana's turn. She moves up to help protect.
Is the Wall of Force a completely contiguous half spherical dome, or does it have a roof?
You can check.
I mean,
you wouldn't be able to see it. It is invisible.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it is either a giant column or it is a contained
Okay. Got it.
bubble.
And
All
is
right.
it all resting on the stage?
Like, could you go underneath the stage? Is what you're asking?
Yeah.
You would have to find out or be able to see things that are invisible.
Yeah.
I don't know
okay,
how
got
else
it.
you could find out.
I mean, you could tell us.
I could. Yeah.
I know we haven't earned the information, and there's no reason for us to know it, but you could just tell us.
Right. Exactly.
I'll just tell your players. I won't tell your characters. You
Oh,
gotta keep that to
no!
yourself. All right. So, again, Irina comes in for the strength-based attack as she swings at this Strahd zombie and literally just punches it in the face for 1 point of damage. And
Take this, pow.
and that is the only damage that it has taken so far. And it looks like it's both confused and upset as to why she's doing that. All right, and then these zombies take their turn, and they are going to go ahead and move their 20 feet as they continue to pursue their prey of Vasily and his milky white thighs.
Wait, so is that one underneath the dome? Under the stage?
It actually, you watch comically as a zombie is running and boom, hits up
Bumps
against
into it?
bumps into it like
Hey,
And-
zombie, did that dome feel contiguous on the bottom?
Go ahead and make a actually go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
If you are looking for that.
No, I'm not. I'm not looking for that. Move on.
Moving on. Dow, it's your turn.
Okay, great. Let's see. So if I, so can I tell if the dome is contiguous on the top by knowing if my spiritual guardians are able to get inside? Can they pass through magically, or can they go through the top?
They cannot penetrate it. So you can
They
actually
cannot
watch
penetrate it. All
as
right.
your spirit guardians are moving around.
Okay.
And you wonder even if that protective bubble even goes underground. But
Yeah.
it is completely enveloping.
Got it.
So a nuclear bomb could go off and there would be that piece of stage still sitting there.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna take a step this way. Can I even go 5 feet over here, or can I share space with this part right here for positioning purposes? Like can I stand here or no?
Yeah, you are actually resting up against the
Cool.
bubble. It doesn't hurt you when you rest up against it.
Cool. Well, I'll move there. I don't know if that zombie gets opportunity attacks slowed or not.
He does not
but-
get any reactions.
Okay, cool. So I'm right up against the dome so that I can try to get as many of the zombies in the Spirit Guardians as I can. I'll roll for this turn's Spirit Guardian damage. You are competing against a DC 15 to take 15 radiant damage. That's good. Good numbers.
Yeah.
And with my bonus action, I will cast a first level healing word on Corbus, and I'll say, get up. And give him 5 health.
Go ahead and put healing word in the chat.
Okay, I did.
And yep, there it is. It just says. I was looking to see if it had something like a creature that can hear you or something like that.
Right.
I would say that because
It doesn't need to be able to hear me.
nope. So and it's not passing through. It's just
Yep.
it's magic.
It's
All right.
magic. Yay!
With 5, Corbus, you spring up.
Great. And with my
Earth
action,
Angel, Earth Angel.
with my action, I'm gonna slap this Dretch on the side of the head with a freaking booming blade with my warhammer. Whammo! Does an 11 hit a Dretch?
It beats its mate.
Nice. Take this, meat beater. 2 bludgeoning and 5 thunder. And he is wreathed by the boom.
He is ready to.
He's got the boom in him now.
He's ready to smite people with his thunderous damage. He's charged and ready.
It's ugly as fuck.
All right. This Strahd zombie goes ahead and makes its attacks against the horse meat. 1 bite hits. 1 claw.
Horse meat,
2
no!
claws. All right, so we have 10 points of damage to the.
Wait, at the start of his turn, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw
Ah.
against 15 radiant damage.
Well, he's still going to get those fucking attacks in. So I'm going to go ahead and mark those off because
Well, how much
You're
health
not
does
gonna-
he have?
he has enough
Okay.
to not die from even full attack.
Yeah, I
but
believe
they're
you.
super wise, so yeah, he takes full damage.
15.
All right, you see him bloodied by the hammering of spirit guardian forces that come against him, but he still reaches out and he has something against animals. I don't
And
know
the
what
horse
it
just
is.
falls over and dissipates. It went to 0 hit points.
Oh
Why-
no, horse!
Oh, it didn't. I subtracted the damage. He's at 5.
I thought it was 7.
No, he was at higher than that. He just went down to 5, so he still has 5 hit points.
How many hit points does he have?
He had
300.
nope. 19 hit points to
Of
start
course,
off
he
with.
has 300 hit points. I remember
okay.
because it's only half of what Courage has at 600.
Right, yeah.
At 600. All right, this Strahd zombie continues to run away from its responsibilities. We'll just go ahead and call him dead from the malicious whispers of the bard. All right, this zombie is going to
Wisdom saving throw?
to do a wisdom fucking saving throw and probably die. Got it.
Sweet.
With a solid 2. You watch as the Strahd zombie tries to figure out what it's going to do,
Yeah.
and in its indecision, becomes pelted with little spiritual bees that
Yep. Everybody takes a
Drive
solid
it
2
into
every
the-
now and then.
drive it into the ground. This Strahd zombie sees the young Bruise there and says, "I would like to attack that. You took down so many of my brothers, but you're slow. Here comes my bite. Nope. Here comes my claw. Yep. Here comes my other claw. Nope. Wait. What's your AC?
15.
Which one was it?
Bruise.
Bruise.
15.
Yeah, but which
Bruise.
zombie was it?
This one right here at the bottom.
Is slowed.
That is
So he-
slowed.
Oh
Mother.
man.
So you can, in
But how
his
does
mind,
it feel?
in his mind,
how does
he
it
was just,
feel, Nick? How does it feel?
Okay, you know what? This is such a dumb game. I
Oh
don't
wow,
even
you
play this
slowed all my bad guys. Okay.
game. All right.
How does it
You know
feel?
what? Just for that, this Strahd zombie is going to come running at this.
Well, first he makes a wisdom saving throw.
No, he was back here. He doesn't have to do with the wisdom saving throw yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
He was back here, and then he comes
Alright,
running
alright,
at
alright.
Vasily and makes his multi-attack. One bite, a claw, and a claw.
Hey,
And-
so when he enters the area, he
Okay.
has to make the wisdom saving throw. It's either at the start of their turn or when they enter the area for the first time.
So he gets a 0. Is that a failure?
It's a 0. He takes 15 damage.
Is he within
All right.
10 feet of me? I'll give him +3.
He is not within.
The
He is not
zombie?
within 10. He is not
Yeah,
within 10
the
feet of you.
zombie.
So
Yeah, everybody deserves to have a positive integer for a saving throw.
So you see this massive attack come in at he was lucky. He's like dipping and dodging, and then just gets raked across the back for 6 points of damage. And based on his constitution, it seems like that should just take him down, but he hardly seems to register it. All right.
Vasily hardly registers a claw from a zombie.
That's I don't. Yeah, that's what I said. All right. So next Strahd zombie goes ahead and makes this fucking wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that's
But he
right.
doesn't, so he just takes 15 points damage, and then that means that he is nearly dead, but he still decides that he wants to kill this damn horse, so he's gonna kill it. He's gonna come in. Is he slowed too? Is he slowed? Because that would be fun.
Mhm.
Nope, he's not slowed. No, he's not. But I
Which
do
one?
believe though, this one right here. This one right here.
Huh.
But it is missing an arm, so all it gets is a bite. Oh yes, yes. Comes in for the bite, and he gets that meaty, horsey flavor,
Yep, that tenderloin.
and takes it down. Oh man, that's delicious. God, that feels good. Oh, thank God.
All right,
Something
wisdom saving
wisdom.
throw.
Damn it. Good feeling gone. All right, we're back into the business, back into the meat grinder. Yes,
Keep
I
failing.
fail it. Blah, blah, blah. All right, and this dretch takes 15 points of damage, which means that it just decides
Ding, ding,
to
ding, 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 ding.
be done.
That's the
All
wrong
right.
dredge, player. That's the wrong dredge.
Oh, is this one? No, I was both of them. They're both going. I already skipped past the other one.
The other one that you just X'd had a 16 initiative.
Oh.
This one has a 2.
Yeah, the dredges are on separate initiatives.
Oh, okay. All right, so, he doesn't die, but this one is now at death's door. Good.
Yay.
Got that going for me. All right, and then unseen NPC makes its move.
Unseen NPC.
Okay, and next up we have Alexander finishing out the turn order.
All right. And the
All
first swing finds purchase.
You feel as the chords of the witches are again played in a disharmonious tone, and you realize that you would like to re-roll. Thank God I put witches with silvery fucking barbs around this area.
Where are they? The unseen NPCs?
No, I don't think so.
No, you can try to see them. They're not moving. They're just staying still. All right.
Where are they?
So a 16 does not hit. The fucking 25 does. For 11.
Damn.
All right, so we've got 19 points of damage to our hero, Strahd von Zarovich.
19 plus 8. And I also smacked him up against the back wall of the wall of force.
So something that I did not narratively also communicate. Let me just double check something real quick.
Hey Nick, where are the witches at? Possibly the lower right corner.
Shut up.
What? Why?
Nothing. He's a snitch.
Did you do?
Did you make them visible on accident, Tom?
No.
No, he just decided to draw a bunch of bullshit. Of
Oh.
course, like he
What
does.
is that?
All right.
If that's where they
It's
really, if that's
hard.
really where they are, then they're farther than 60 feet away, so they can't cast Silvery Barbs.
Yeah, they're not. They're
Yeah,
they're
Chris.
not-
Why would you think they're that far away, huh?
That's
I
fair
was
enough.
hoping they were more than 60 feet away.
Me too.
Why are you even looking down there?
Because I was zoomed out trying to see if they were on the map.
All right, with that attack, you start to see the first scratches on Strahd's armor.
Ooh.
And that was your 2 attacks. Did you have any bonus actions that you wanted to take?
Well, first, yeah, let me see.
But let's go ahead and let's go. You said which direction are you bopping them?
Just, let's see.
I'll decide, or you can try to make a maneuver.
I was gonna put him in the same place. Well, he's still within 10 feet of Dow anyway. It's 10 feet right now.
15, but within
15
the,
feet. Yeah.
In the
All right, so it doesn't matter where I put him. I'll smack him straight back into the dome.
Jesus Christ. This is a snitch.
Oh, it's funny. Damn, it's funny.
We lost our VeggieTale sponsorship.
All right, is that it for
That's
your
funny.
turn there, Alexander?
Was he moving? Hey, Strahd, is he getting bounced?
Should be. Go ahead and have him bounce back at that point.
There you go.
Or you could actually add insult to injury and just throw Strahd on top of Valenta. Have him trip over Valenta.
Yeah.
All right, so the dead wolves go ahead and continue to be excited. Freya, you are up.
How many zombies are still left?
There is just a
6.
few of them still up.
Six.
They look total
And then
6.
how far can I walk without making an action? Or can I move, you know?
30 feet. Then if you use your uncanny action or whatever it is, you can use a bonus action to move an additional 30 feet. But that's also...
If I'm being honest, I liked him better off the stage.
Off the stage?
Yeah, just straight back into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
Well, he's not gonna fall off the stage. He's just gonna hit up against the force wall.
Yeah. Oh, what? He can hover. He's not Iron Man.
No. But he can hold on. He can't hit a wall. You may have him doing what, acrobatics check?
I mean, if you want to.
Are you reading what I put in the chat, or are you?
You channeled divinity. All right, where are you
Yeah,
at?
20 ended. Well, I moved
You're
30
in-
feet.
You moved 30
So
feet
everything is
to
within
actually
30 feet.
be. All right. So let's go ahead and let's count off the wisdom saving throws as we go here. So the one directly next to you fails. 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 And fails. So what do they spend their turn doing? They just decide that they want to move away as far as possible?
As far as possible away from me.
Got it. And do they have to use... Can't take any reactions. And it will spend its next turn moving as far away from you as possible. So as we come to zombie turns, we will go ahead and have them take their breaks for it. So I'm going to go ahead and did you have any bonus actions that you wanted? You moved 30 feet, or how far did you move?
I moved 30 feet.
All right. So do you have a bonus action you want to take?
I can't really hide. Or I guess I could try and stealth. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that.
All right,
I
so
am very visible.
you attempt to hide actually inside the horse, which everybody finds super disgusting.
Something to do in the heat of battle. I'm sorry.
All right. No, we'll go ahead.
I'd rather die.
And I need a break to urinate real quick. So if you need any more information about it, let me know.
You can just
but
say
we'll go ahead.
pee.
Are
Why
we
do
taking
you
a-
say
are we taking a
urinate?
7-minute break?
We're gonna take a 7-minute break until the top of the hour.
It takes you
And-
that long to pee?
I also need to urinate for a prolonged period of time.
No!
All right, everybody, on the count of 3, let's urinate. 3,
All right.
2, 1.
Yep. Hold on, let me turn my camera off. I'm camera shy. It's okay if I can see you guys. You just can't see me.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, sir.
You've played a lycanthrope before. At
Mm,
some point, you
maybe.
may fall down again. Can I turn into a werewolf?
What do you mean?
Like me, like Alexander.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how Nick has it written because he's changed the rules.
Yeah, because everything's been like a negative effect. There hasn't ever been a situation or an opportunity where I think he would think one of us, other than maybe Dow at some point, would want to turn willingly.
Yeah. Depending on how he can't hurt to ask because I don't know if he's actually considered that option.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if you're down and I'm in a dome of force with Strahd, that makes him the lowest hit point character that's not dead. And if I can turn
Yeah.
into a hybrid werewolf, that gives me at least that ability. Hey, Nick.
Is he back? Get your headset on.
You didn't think I could get more red, but you were wrong.
I never said that.
What?
Hey, Dad. By the way, we're out of ramen, and I would like more. So early Christmas present.
Put it in the chat. Don't come up the airwaves with that.
What's going on? Nick, your camera looks like you're flashing bloody murder.
I was told that I look like a tomato, so I just thought I would make myself look even more red if I could.
Who told you you look like a tomato? Well, if it happened to be me saying that, I in many circles go by Tomato Cat, and so I would definitely be saying, "You look like me because you're such a good dungeon master." That's what I would be saying if I called you a tomato.
It's too late, Tom.
Fuck.
All right, we got everybody back now? All right, Anastasia is going to take her strength saving throw, and she succeeds.
Ooh.
And you watch as she, interestingly, she turns into a fog or mist, but because of the swirling mist in the area, she actually nearly disappears. It would take it'd be we'll go ahead and do a stealth check with advantage plus.
Young innocent Anastasia turned into a fog mist?
Yes.
Golly, what is going on?
Well, it was identified that she was actually Anastasia, that is one of Strahd's associates.
Oh, okay, got it.
All right, and she is going to make her movement in fog form. All right, and Bruce, you were up.
Finally. Okay, I will. Who is making me echo?
That's you. That's you making you echo.
Nobody can make you echo. I'm just kidding.
Why are you guys bullying me? I'm just trying to play the game.
Maybe if you weren't such a nerd.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on 2 people on 1 turn. Just kidding. I will inspire Dao. I'll say something funny.
All right, well, I'm going to need to hear it, or
Okay,
else I'm
like,
not letting it happen. New
I'll
rules.
say,
The Bard's not funny. The Bard doesn't get Bard powers. That's in the rule book.
Okay, I'll turn to Dao and I'll say, "Hey man, don't fuck it up." and everyone will punch.
And I will say, that is funny.
And then I think that
There's
what
nothing funnier than an
you
underage
guys
kid
can-
that's swearing.
Don't fuck it up.
All right.
I think that with this I can split my hit points with Corbus.
You could if you could touch him.
No. If you or the target regain hit points, either of you can choose to split those hit points between the two of you if both of you are within 60 feet of each other.
Yes, but the way that you initiate that spell, which lasts for an hour, is to touch them. And once
Okay,
you've
then I
done
run
that,
over to Corvus and I touch him.
then you run into a wall. Go ahead and make a athletics check to see whether or not you do any damage to yourself as you run into a wall of force.
Oh.
No, I forgot there was a wall. Wait, can I say JK?
JK.
JK.
Okay, I have
Advantage on all rolls because the DM's your
what's it
dad,
called?
right? You don't take any damage while trying to run toward the wall of force. Got it.
Okay, well, and then so instead of doing that, since I just ran into a wall,
What was that sound?
Not my house.
it was
On mine.
that was my inner thoughts. They just came
Oh,
through
okay,
for a
good.
second. So I
Oh,
guess.
jeez.
I'm gonna go over to the poop area of the battlefield, aka where.
I think you do have healing
Yeah,
word,
it-
though. You would be able to get a healing word through.
Wow, thank you, person I'm trying to kill.
I am.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and roll that that beautiful. Are you doing it at a higher level or just at level 1?
Well, I can do it at a higher level if you want me to.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Yeah, how do I do
I
that?
just want you to know that I think that you're doing well. All right, you're probably going to win this battle.
Now I don't like you anymore. I hope you know that.
Makes sense.
Because now I know that you're lying. Now I know.
G.I. Joe.
Wait, so what do I do?
You go ahead and roll that. Instead of just saying what you're going to do, you actually have to hit the button for healing word.
Is it D8? Roll a D8.
Yeah, actually, you can just hit on the actual. So, what level do you want to cast it at? Should be popping up, right?
No,
wanna
it
do
did
it
not
at-
pop up.
All right, so go ahead and instead of what you're doing right now, just roll.
It popped up. It popped up. It
Okay,
popped up.
go ahead and figure out which level you've got up to level 3 spell slots. You have used one though, which I'm noticing now. You cheater.
Nuh-uh. Level 2 then? Do I only have one level 3?
That is correct. And you've done 2 dissonant whispers, so now you should have 1 spell slot remaining. Unless you're doing a,
What I'm hearing is that I can cast it at level 3.
you can cast it at level 3. Yes, you do have still a level 3 spell slot. All right, so
Okay.
Corvus, you receive 14 points of healing damage, or healing damage.
Yep.
Indeed.
Healingness. Healing stuff.
All
is
right,
the
and
professional term.
Viscosity.
And I will say to Corvus to heal him. I'll say, get up, man. You're making everyone look bad. Come on.
all right,
And that'll make him feel good and he'll be healed.
Corvus, while you were inside of the wall of force bubble, you hear nothing, but suddenly you feel like invigorated, and you have more capability of continuing in the fight. But sound cannot actually travel through the wall of force as it is something physical. So we now move to Strahd's turn. Strahd is going to continue to just
Make a wisdom saving throw.
make a wisdom saving throw. At 21, he succeeds.
Wow.
And look, Corvus.
So he
or-
takes half damage.
He does take his fucking half damage.
So that's 7 this turn.
Actually, wait.
7 or 8.
Put Spirit Gardens. Nothing can physically get through the wall of force. We still
Oh,
need to
that's
determine
right.
whether he can actually
There
be
you go.
damage in there. Yeah, so there's spirits. Nothing ethereal can get through. Nothing physically can get through. So I don't know that he would actually be able to take Spirit Guardian damage, but he pretends to, just to make you feel better.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. I mean, he's there.
Yeah.
He's there to please. So, he's going to go ahead and raise his shadow blade. And
I'm imagining him. He's like super dramatic, raising the blade, and then he like makes eye contact with Dal, and he's like, "Ow, ooh, ugh." You know, and then he starts raising it again.
And plunge. All right. So a 13 does not hit Senor Corbus. Correct?
Nope.
Does a
Nope.
23?
Probably.
All right. Go ahead and take 16 points of damage. And
I mean, I can say no.
Yep. And last attack.
Can I intercept that?
You certainly can. You might want to intercept the one with necrotic damage, though.
Yeah.
Well, does the one with necrotic damage miss though?
That's a good question. It might.
Does he have an advantage?
He does have advantage.
Then yeah, that one hits too.
Oh, because shit.
Why does he have advantage?
Because of the music that's playing by the witches. He has
But the
I
sound
thought
can't get through.
The sound can't get into the dome of forest because the.
I just did say that. You sons
Yep.
of bitches. Damn you for using my own words against me. How dare you? So it does not
I stayed
hit.
at the Holiday Inn Express last night.
Does
All right,
it
so
does
you're
it
gonna go
work
ahead
the same way that Healing Word does? Or
It
does
does-
he need to hear it?
I don't know. I haven't actually written out the spell, so we're gonna have to go with it. Actually, has to be heard since I said it was music,
All
and
right.
so by putting himself inside of this, it is, it's not gonna be able to affect him as easily. So,
All right.
let's go ahead and have that beautiful interception damage on the
At 23,
second
right?
shadow blade that it hit.
You roll a d10 then plus your
5. Jeez.
5.
So he takes. So instead of 16, he takes 11 points of damage.
Okay, better than nothing.
And with his movement, he he's right there. Yeah, let's go ahead and stay right there. All right. Dretch is up. It is
Wisdom
going to
saving
go
throw.
ahead and make a fucking wisdom saving throw, obviously. Okay, how many poison? All right, so the Dretch, as it is getting ready to rear up and do massive amounts of damage, thus crippling the party, decides to instead die to a bunch of radiant damage doing spirit bumblebees. Vasily, being the brave individual that he is, runs again toward Irina, thus inspiring a attack of opportunity from the Strahd zombie, who takes a swing at him and misses. All right. Corbus, you are up.
Yeah, let's try it.
An 18 does. Are you hitting Strahd? Or are you hitting Alexander?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna hit Alex.
I'm just making.
I'll miss Alex too.
I'm just making sure. All right, go ahead and roll your. Okay, so yeah, that misses. but it does amuse him. Anything else?
I'm trying for my second attack, but it doesn't want to roll. Oh, never mind. I'm clicking the wrong thing. That'd be why it's not rolling.
Yes. 14 points of damage. As Strahd is just sitting there laughing at your pathetic attempts to be able to hit him, knowing that you're just comes across his jaw as he's
Kneecap.
laughing at you.
I'm a gnome,
kneecap.
remember?
He's like, you son of a. And he's got like, from the war, he's got like 30% disability in his knees. But that was before he became a vampire. But it still bothers him every once in a while when it rains because he's old. And you hit him right in that knee. That is fantastic. All right, any bonus actions or movement?
Let me double check.
Did you say it's raining?
It is raining.
Was it raining before? Was it raining before the wall of force got put up?
It was raining before the wall of force got put up. But it was more misting. It was put up after you came in. If that's what you're wondering, if you would have been able to see it, it's difficult to see.
Sure.
Once you came within the circle, that's when it went up.
Yeah.
It's a bonus action. Yeah. There's my bonus action. No, I'm done.
All right. So how many hit points did you regain?
6. Well, there's 6 temporary.
6 temporary hit points. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Blipping into existence, we have right into this realm. We have 2 hag zombies or hag witches. We're going to go ahead and cast their magic missiles at Dow. Dow, you take 19 points of damage and need to make your sanity saving throw twice.
Right. Take the damage first. That is 19 total. 2 sanity saving throws with advantage, right? Because of my armor.
Because of your descent, your trait.
Yeah.
And at +3 because you're within 10 feet of me.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Indeed.
Okay, great. Okay. What's the DC I'm trying to get?
The DC is 15.
15.
Or no. So,
Oh
DC
well,
15
there's a 2 down there. That's not very good.
Hold on a second. Let's pull up the lycanthropy again.
Yeah.
Sanity check of DC 10 or
DC 10. Okay.
the amount of damage halved. Or the amount of damage. All right, so Dow.
Failing that second one.
Mind sharpener.
Oh, but it's a sanity check and not a
It's not a wisdom saving.
not
That's
a
not
constitution
that's
saving
not,
throw.
That's not the concentration.
All right, so
Yeah.
All right, so Dow, you are feeling the effects. That won't take a turn. That won't take effect until your next turn, though. All right,
Okay.
Irina is up. Go ahead.
So I'm feeling the effects. It won't take effect until my next turn, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you'll be able to take an action before it actually happens.
Okay, cool.
This isn't the same as the turning that happened with
Do I lose a sanity point here?
You're going to lose a sanity point for each person that you kill that you don't want to.
Okay. All right.
All right. So we could need to go ahead and move on to.
And now,
Irina,
if
who's-
since he's got a full turn before it takes effect,
Could I
and-
use Bardic Inspiration on that roll?
On the 2,
Yeah.
you certainly may.
Okay, because I get a +3, right?
You son of a bitch.
That
You
makes
get
it
a
a
plus.
5.
You get a
And
plus 3.
what's
so
the Bardic Inspiration die
the
that
Bardic
I get?
Inspiration is a D8.
D8. Okay, so
And
I have
also,
to get...
if you don't make it, you get to still keep the Bardic Inspiration.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if I need to get a 5, 6, 7, or 8.
'Cause
So
it's called-
I got a 50% chance.
Because it's called
Sweet.
because it's called the Bardic Inspiration of pain in my ass. That's what it's called.
So that means I got a 10 on my sanity saving throw, and I don't go crazy from taking the damage.
So this is what happens is
The
Dow's
best-
like, oh my gosh, I feel it. No, wait. Don't fuck it up. Got it.
Yeah, don't fuck it up. That's what I was told. Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up, Dow. All right, I won't.
Alright, that's
Oh,
great.
God, it's not great.
Yay, Bardic Inspiration.
All right, let's get serious. As now with my horde of zombies that I have to be able to command, I will now have them run away, each in their.
Wisdom saving throw first.
Wisdom saving throw at the start of their turn.
That one was outside of it, so it doesn't have to do a wisdom saving throw.
Which
This one right here, though, definitely does. And he is going to make it because this is the wisest guy that I have.
Oh,
And
he made it!
Any zombie that was nearby Freya has to do a wisdom saving throw as well because hers. is also
He already did the
wisdom
wisdom
saving
saving
throw
throw for them.
on top of
I already
that.
did the wisdom saving throw. They all failed. So it's at the beginning of their turns that they're just turn, tail, and running.
They're gonna
But
leave.
this one, that was which one? Which one did I just do? Yeah, this one right here. The only one that I have that actually has full hit points still. This is my key player. He may be slowed, but he only takes how many points of damage?
7.
7. All right. He's my MVP. He's ready to rock.
Which
Dow,
one's
you're
the
up.
MVP?
This one right here is the MVP. He is standing. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a little trophy, to let everybody know that he is
A target?
the top lieutenant of Strahd's zombie army. He's probably at least a staff sergeant.
All right.
All right.
I am going to roll the Spirit Guardian's damage for the next turn. So people are saving against a 9.
Oh wait, he still doesn't run out. But only at half speed.
All right. So the new number is 9.
9 for anybody.
So
that's
I was
within
gonna say, do they have half speed from slow? Because they would also have half speed from Spirit Guardians.
So he decides to turn tail and run and makes it about 15 feet.
Yeah.
Or makes it about 5 feet. Good to go.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Ow, ow, ow. So unmotivated.
We are going to nothing can pass through the wall, right? But I can use magic to conjure something inside the wall, spiritual weapon.
Let's go ahead and see what that. So
Yeah,
you create
actually put it
a
in the
floating
chat.
spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration or until you can't. Please test this again. As a bonus action on your turn, you can move. All right, this is the way I'm going to rule that. Is this takes. You can either find me where it says, "Hey, rules as written. This is how we think it is," or the way that I'm going. We can look it up, or I'm going to say that this takes incredible concentration, and you need to do a Arcana check with a DC 15 in order to be able to work this spell in such a way that you're able to get it inside of the dome. Or we can look it up and see that whether or not it does or does not. So do you want a
Yeah,
chance?
Yeah,
or
let's
you-
look it up. I like
All right,
to look
good
it
to go.
up. Let's see. Beat Wall of Force again.
Nothing can go in or out of the Wall of Force.
Yeah, but that's not actually going in.
The spell is what it's saying.
I'm
Yeah,
not
but you
finding
can
anything
you
good
can
anywhere.
Misty Step and teleport in and out of Wall of Force 2, or in and out of a Dome of Force 2, which technically isn't casting through it. So summoning a spiritual weapon inside, I think, would be in the same realm as teleportation or Misty Stepping a physical being in and out of it.
It's up to you ultimately. I can't find anything definitive one way or the other.
So I'm saying it is a that it takes particular skill to be able to push through the arcane energy around that area. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna say either a arcana or actually your insight's good, isn't it? We'll call it an active will, which would be wisdom based. We'll call that insight. So go ahead and do a insight check with DC 15 if you are able to do it. It is inside the wall.
23.
Motherfucker.
Yay.
It is inside the wall.
Yay. All right, and I hit Strahd with it. Well, bam.
I didn't say you could do that. I
Wow.
just said that you could have it inside the wall. Okay,
20.
fine.
That misses
Alright.
though, right? A 20 misses his AC right now?
A 20 does miss his AC right
Yeah, okay. Well, it's a coming for him. And, okay, so I'm staying put. Well, I think I'm going to move here. Yeah. And, with my action, I take the dodge action. And that's my turn.
All right. The dodge action has been taken, and we have this Strahd zombie with its half movement moving away. This one still moving. You're dead. You've been dead for a while, buddy. They're all. We're just going to call them all incapacitated as they move away and are now all just.
I think the hag should have materialized within 15 feet of Dow.
That would have been a great idea from them. I think they've figured out not to do that after they saw their mother be brutally murdered by these savages that have come to their land.
Interlopers.
They just bamf in and then bamf back out. They just happen
this-
to bamf into some
this
spirit
stretch-
guardians.
Whether he makes his wisdom saving throw or not, is pelted by spiritual bees and dies.
They're little tiny hammers.
Little tiny hammers. I'm sorry, but they look like little bees.
I know. Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Okay.
This one is holding their action, and Alexander, you are up. Good luck, buddy.
All right, I will step here. And we will make a comment, something to the effect of, it seems your zombie horde is running in fear, and attempt to smack him again. That does not help. Nor does that. I should have just kept my mouth shut.
Freya, you are up after the pompous paladin makes his declarations. Always talk shit after you've made your shot, never before.
I'm gonna talk shit before my shot.
Go ahead, do it.
I'm coming
Mistake.
after your wisest zombie.
Damn you, bitch. That's my MVP. He's got a trophy and everything.
I know, you pointed it out for me. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm gonna just try and shoot him.
Hey, wise guy.
A 24 does not hit because he is amazing, and
He's the John
and-
Wick of zombies.
that's what he says in his own mind as he falls down dead.
I am the John Wick of zombies.
He felt inspired by the bard that he had heard inspiring people and decided to be his own inspiration after reading a book that he found in Strahd's library. All right, any
Okay,
bonus
and
actions?
then can I move and also stealth afterwards?
Yes, right now you can. You need to
Okay.
move to. You really need to move to some place where you can't be seen, but it's only.
I'm gonna move over here next to these
only
corpses
this guy that
and
can see
hope
you,
that
yeah.
helps me out. Helped a little bit. Okay, I'm done.
All right, as these zombies are starting to decompose into the ground, and you did an 18. Still. 1 second. Let's see. I need to look at some stuff here real quick. I'm sorry, I should have been doing that. All right. Anastasia rematerializes from her mist form directly next to Irina and reaches out to grapple her. She does so with a +4 strength. So the 19. Let's see if Irina can beat it. She attempts to grab onto this saucy. Irina is grappled.
Not so good.
And on her next turn, we're going to go ahead and just give a good bite into that spoiler of plants. All right, Bruce, you're up.
Okay, I'm going after the trophy guy.
Okay, get him. He's already died, but
Oh,
died and
really?
gone. Yep, there is nobody left except for Strahd, his bride, and a mask on the ground that Strahd was doing something weird.
That's
The
not true. I'm pretty sure
the
there's a
hags are still
zombie.
here.
Pretty sure there's
The
a
hags,
zombie in the
the
corner.
hags are still here. So if you were going to be coached by somebody that you don't trust, I would say that you could prepare an action to shoot one of the hags when they appear, or to be able to cast a spell on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna prepare an action.
So that as soon as they appear, you are able to initiate it. I would rather you didn't, so let's just move on.
I'm gonna
What action
prepare
are you taking?
action.
What action are you going to take?
I'm
You have
gonna
10 seconds to decide.
I'm gonna cast
9,
a spell,
7,
and it's gonna be hold person, and it's gonna be on the first tag that I see.
4, 3. Okay. Fine, that'll work. All right.
Aha.
Now that I've gotten the bard to hold their action, excellent. Strahd is going to take his action to cast a spell. And that spell is his only level 5 spell slot that he has. You watch as parts of the stage that you're on suddenly start to peel away and rend and turn into what is notionally considered like large axes, as it peels away pieces of metal and wood and become essentially improvised halberds, poised and ready to attack Corbus, and turns to Alexander and says,
Irina, you could have stopped all of this suffering. All you had to do was take my hand. And now, Paladin, I give you the same offer. If you but simply
You want to marry the paladin?
take a knee
What?
and declare that you will no longer be my adversary, but will instead be the greatest protector of Barovia, you will be able to rise as my knight, or you can watch as your friend dies. You know that there is no way you'll be able to protect him.
I will die before I kneel before you.
No, Paladin, you will not die today. Instead, you will live with the regret of your decision.
all right. And it is the Dretch's turn to do nothing. It is Vasili's turn to run over to, still being the idiot that he is, run over to Irina and again plead with her. We need to go. We need to go. We just go. Let's just go. Stop. And then he sees that she is currently grappled and is frozen in fear. Corbus, the opportunity to have your life spared has been slapped away like a indignant child. What is your action?
To wait for my character sheet to reload. There we go.
I'm sorry. That's the effect of the music that's being played by the witches. So a 26 hits And how do you want to do this?
Just go straight through the kneecap.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really hurt that bad, but because you realize that without it doing that, he's actually he takes the full 7 points of damage and smiles down. I do love this fire. So the first night hag, unknowingly ready for, they both appear at the same time, since they are working in tandem to be able to blink in and blink out using each other's powers. Go ahead and roll that that beautiful. Oh, I need to do a wisdom saving throw for your old person. All right, make sure that you take away your spell slot, because you don't like doing that. That's what I appreciate about you, is your willingness to cheat. A 6 does not work, and we now have a night hag that is immobilized. I'm gonna go ahead and put a net on her as she is held in place, and that is the one that does not have very many hit points. This night hag, instead of taking her attack, looks over at her sister being immobilized and says,
Your dog is in our lair, and we will find it, and we will keep it as a pet. Not for long, though.
and poof, they both disappear. No more fun with the night hags. Irina is up. She is going to, while being grappled, I believe that she still can make, her speed is 0. She's incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions, so she's just going to yell at Vasily to run. Vasily being the upstanding guy that he is, that you are no longer in this fight, Strahd Zombie. He stays in place and says, I will never leave you, my darling. And stays. Dow, you're up.
All right, so the only enemy combatant is now Strahd.
And Anastasia,
And-
who
And
has revealed
Anastasia.
herself to be
That's right. Okay.
a powerful vampire.
Okay.
He seems to have
First,
murderous intent.
yeah. First, I will use my spiritual weapon attack against Strahd. I guess a 19 does not hit him.
A 19 does not.
Yeah. All right, then we'll establish the damage for the next turn of Spirit Guardians is 9 again. And I will, I'll move here, which puts them both in the area of effect. Well, yeah, that's all I'll do. That's my turn.
All right, sounds good. To make a wisdom saving throw.
Courage, what are you doing?
All right, Alexander, you're up.
So, was the one hag able to bamf out because it was held?
Yeah, she still is incapacitated. So they were holding hands and were able to use each other's ability to move in and out. So they were using their bonus actions to. One was using their bonus action to bam Finn, and the other one was using their bonus action to bam Fab.
They were holding hands. They're both held.
That's not how that spell works.
Sure, it does.
A crit hits, and with, let's see, 21 points of damage. A 25 hit. With 12 points of bludgeoning damage. 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Actually, and the other one would have a +1 too, so 14 points of damage. All right.
14.
You can see that these hits are starting to actually come through. That the first few attacks had been brushed aside, but now they are definitely having an effect. Do you have a bonus action that you could take?
Nope.
All right.
Oh, let's see.
Freya,
Where's he at?
You are up.
Okay. Can I try
Hey,
and
can
shoot?
I was gonna say, if I smack him through the spiritual weapon to that unoccupied space, will that provoke an attack of opportunity from Tom's spiritual hammer?
No.
No.
No, because it's not his choice to move.
Sure.
He's being
Next
moved.
attack does have advantage, though.
Oh yeah, that is true. Thank you.
What?
Put it in the chat quick.
Because a crusher. On a crit, the next attack against that target has advantage.
Okay. Well, fuck you for reading.
Fetawa has that same feat.
Attack rolls against that creature are made with advantage until the start of my next turn.
Got it. So
Nice.
the spiritual weapon, the gauntlets of Thundermight.
And
We'll see if-
actually, technically, the crusher that was with, so I can re-roll that last attack of mine just to see if I crit, because that would be an advantage because the critical crusher came before that attack. Correct?
Say that one more time.
Well, you rolled with advantage already.
No, that's true. You're right. Correct.
Yeah.
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 Carry
it's-
on. It's
So
right.
we'll just keep the advantage then. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we're good.
All right.
Thanks, Tom.
Freya. What you
Okay, I
got?
want to shoot Anastasia with a silver arrow.
How many more of those do you have left?
I think like 2.
Okay.
Are those retrievable?
Yes, with a successful survival check. As long as the creature that you've hit with them
He's dead.
doesn't disappear. If she turns into mist, that should leave the arrows behind. But it 10 does not hit her, and you had not been able to stealth because you were within her visibility. So a 10 does not.
Technically, I stealthed before him.
But you're within eyesight of her. She's.
There's like a body between us.
Did you say that you got?
I said I was hiding amongst these corpses.
You're hiding amongst those corpses.
Yes, that's what I said.
All right, I'm going to give you a -5 to stealth. Go ahead and roll. I want to see where the stealth roll was. Wasn't it like a?
It was
a
18.
6? It was an 18. Okay,
Mhm.
so let me double check here, make sure that I am accurate. I don't want
Reroll
to-
the tape.
No. I'm
Wait.
going to tell you. So yeah, she sees you.
Let's focus.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna stealth again. But I'll move.
All right. At the start of her turn, she winks over at Freya as she moves away. And is going to make her attack against Irina.
Did she make a wisdom saving throw?
She did not make a wisdom fucking saving throw yet. She does not make her wisdom fucking saving
Alright, so
throw.
she takes 9 radiant damage.
You know what my new PTSD is did you make the fucking wisdom saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it. So she takes how many points of damage? It was
I think it's 9.
It was 9.
Yeah.
She takes the full 9 points. Of
Mm-hmm.
All right. Boom. All right, and she's going to go ahead and make her bite attack against Irina, doing 19 points of damage. Is what she would do, and that would take out Irina. But you watch as brilliant, radiant light shines out, and Anastasia pulls back away from Irina.
Whoa.
Bruce, it's your turn.
Like, where'd the light come from?
Go ahead and do a perception check.
Yeah, I want to do one too.
Okay.
Crit.
All right,
Not.
so okay, so Alexander, you're pretty focused in the battle itself. So the
Yeah.
ability to see what's going on outside of this, outside of the Thunderdome, not exactly what you're most interested in. But for you, Tom, especially because you have seen so many times into the ethereal realm, and because of your dream mist walking that you've done, there is something supernatural that prevented Irina from being attacked, and you are 90% sure that it did not come from Irina. But that is all that you know at this time. It seems like you would know more if you were able to see the ethereal realm.
Okay.
All right, Bruce, you are up.
Okay. Do I sound okay? I had to switch
sound-
mics.
Amazing.
Okay. What are you guys fighting? You said they're fighting a fighting a vampire. Where
this
is
chick
it?
Right, this chick right
It's
here
the
is a
redheaded
vampire.
lady.
I thought she was on our side this whole time.
She was. And then she was a vampire. Like big
What?
big plot
Okay.
twist. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Plot twist.
I'm gonna try and turn her onto our side. She has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Well, she's really good at that, so I'm gonna find out. Actually, make her do things that she doesn't want to do. All right, what would you like her to do? Let's see. So,
Well, I want her to kill
Twisted.
Strahd.
yeah, the charm must use the action before to make a melee attack of a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none are within reach. On your subsequent turns, you must use your action to maintain control. So you're going to need to pick a target. You can pick whatever target you want to.
I want to pick Strahd.
Strahd is going to be outside of reach, but you can
No.
definitely choose that target.
Does she have the ability to get within reach? Like, as a vampire, does she have the ability to get into the Dome of Force?
Not unless she asks really, really nicely.
Why don't I ask really, really nicely and charm them really fast? Can I roll to try and charm Strahd into letting her back in?
That is You could alert. You could do a perception or persuasion check to let Strahd know that Irina's being attacked, and that could definitely have him break the force. So, what do you say in order to in order to get Strahd? So, the way to convince him is going to be saying something along the lines of, you know, Irina's being attacked by a jealous bride. So, what do you got?
Can he even hear me?
Yes.
How about
the laws of physics we're just ignoring at this point?
How about instead
there's no continuity in Barovia. That's
I think that instead I'm just gonna shout Strahd's name and then I'm gonna grab Irina and I'm gonna put a knife to her throat.
She already has a knife to her throat. It's fangs that are reaching out to try to bite her. So if you alert Strahd as best you can, which you've done, or you can, threaten her. There you go.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
Does that make him?
It's going to be his turn next. So I'll let you know what he does.
Okay.
So can I ask a question then, for that mechanically? So then, if he does drop the wall of force, then she can then have the charmed vampire lady attack him. Then is that what the end goal is here?
Yeah. So
okay.
Right now he is making a wisdom saving throw. He passes it, which means that he sees what's going on, and still, even though he knows exactly what's going on, where is that thing at? Is it on All right, you do see a shimmer of arcane magic that seems to dissolve, and with the rain that has started, you no longer see it pelting against a invisible force. So you are able to pick Strahd as the target of your now Crown of Madness zombie.
Good. How does this spell work?
So that spell works where she just failed the wisdom saving throw. And so you just designate what the target is going to be, and on her turn, she is now going to move to Strahd to attack him.
Okay, on her turn. Okay.
On her turn, yes.
Cool.
So you have just saved Irina. All right, do you have any bonus actions? I think you still have one more.
Ooh, wrong. I have 3 more bardic inspirations.
No, you have used more than that.
No, I used one on Corvus.
Yes.
And then I used one on Dow.
Okay. So that's 2. And now you're using 1 right now, right?
Okay.
Okay.
I will use this one on Freya. No. Wrong. I'll use it on Alexander.
All right, Alexander, you have found yourself blessed by a bardic inspiration that sounds like what?
I'll say, get that bitch, man.
Get that bitch. All right.
Yeah.
It is Strahd's turn. He looks over to see that Anastasia is going to be coming after him and smiles. And goes in for his multi-attack.
Does he make
First
a wisdom
one.
saving throw?
He does make his wisdom saving throw. He does not
No, he
make
doesn't.
it, but he rolls one, taking
That's
9
9.
points of damage.
Yep.
All right. So you take 15 does not hit, right?
Nope.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and he's going to take one swipe with the blade. 18 psychic damage.
Oh god.
Back down.
Okay, go ahead and intercept. Four points, so he only takes 7. So he takes 11 points. Are you still up?
Still down. I only had 8. Wait, no, I am up. Actually, I forgot I had the temporary.
You do have the temporary. All right. So with his last attack, he takes an unarmed strike with a 22. Does 23 points of damage, 13 of which are necrotic. And does so while looking at the paladin and raises his visor so that he can see him smiling as he plunges his claws into Corvus. Corvus, did you say you were already down?
That put me down.
That put you down? And with it being
Mhm.
necrotic damage, does that mean that you are saving throws or not doing saving throws?
What?
So with it being 10 slashing damage and 13 necrotic, does that mean that you are doing saving throws or you are in the forever box?
Should be making death saving throws, shouldn't I?
Yeah, he's just doing death saves, right?
Oh, I thought if someone takes necrotic that they...
I don't know any rules that make necrotic special.
Okay, all right.
Just
So
a type of damage.
saving throws it is. All right. You're up. The dredge is dead. Vasily continues to cower in place. Corvus, go ahead and make that next death saving throw.
Nice.
And he's back up with
1.
Refuses to die.
beautiful. All right. Do you get an action too when you're back right into the
No, I think I'm just back up.
You're back up with 1 hit point?
Yeah.
All right.
That's a great question, though. That's a great question.
All right. Let's go ahead and have our night hags where we're going to move now.
I think you get your turn, Chris. According to Jeremy Crawford, you make a death save when your turn starts. If you roll a 20, the 1 HP you gain lets you then act.
Half movement to stand up.
All right, let's see what you got.
Maybe. The inspiration's a D8, right?
Yeah.
The inspiration is a D8. Go ahead and roll it to see if you can get above a 22. You keep it if you don't. All right, but you still keep your bardic inspiration because it is unrelenting bardic inspiration of disastrousness. All right. And how much damage did you do?
11
points?
Yeah.
All right. Not yet. Irina is going to just grab Vasily and pull him away as she sees the murderous rage in Anastazia's eyes that are now going to be headed for Strahd. Dow, you are up.
Cool. Let's see.
Actually. Oh yeah, that's right. I should have probably been using these.
Anyways, spiritual
sorry,
weapon
go
attack
ahead
against Strahd. Yeah. Something different.
Good to go.
Okay.
No, at the end of Irina's turn, Strahd was going to take one of his legendary actions.
Ooh,
in order
nice.
to hit at Corvus.
Oh, back.
Thump.
Back down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I only had 1 hit point.
Well, I was just checking to make sure. Dow, you're up.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon attack. Go.
Spiritual weapon attack against Strahd. Does a 20 hit? I don't think so.
A 20 does not hit.
Ugh. Okay.
But
I'm
you do
going
have.
to.
But you. Oh wait, no, you don't anymore. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Shoot. I'm gonna roll the damage for the new Spirit Guardians. So this turn it'll be a 16. And I'm gonna cure myself. I'm gonna use Cure Wounds as my last 3rd level spell on myself. I get 23 health. And that is my turn.
Outstanding. So 16 points of damage are going to be done at the beginning of.
Yeah, DC 15 Wisdom saves.
All right. So you are back down. Is that what you said?
Say what?
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking to. You're back down. Currently, I'm gonna red X you just so I know that you're down.
Down. Corvus is down.
Corvus is down. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I just need
yeah.
to red X him just so that I remember that.
Sure.
And then I'm not saying that you're dead. I'm just saying that you're hurting. And
Courage making wisdom saving throws. What's going on?
all right. Bursting out of the ethereal comes a
Courage.
of great courage, and in his next turn,
He kills Strahd.
he cannot kill Strahd, but hopefully on his next, he has not. Shit, he did use it. He goes up and tries to lick Corvus. However, his ability to heal by giving kisses was already used on a young boy earlier in the fight. Alexander, you're up.
All right. Hmm. 21.
21 does not hit.
But I can roll a d8 and make it a 22.
Certainly can.
So just 10.
But before you do that, I'm going to go ahead and have you re-roll it again just to see. That's our last silvery barbs.
Ooh.
Oh no, I have one more. I mean, it was this last one. Could never do that again. Bye.
Or they each have one, and the one is from the paralyzed witch.
No, that's from the witches, not from the. All right, so you do actually fail to hit. The next one fails. And at the end of your turn, Strahd is going to go ahead and take one of his other legendary actions that he has, and is going to make a swipe at Corbus again.
Oh fuck! While he's down.
All right, so that would be one of your saving throws gone. Corbus.
That's 2.
Sorry, 2.
Isn't it 2?
Why would it be 2?
I don't think it's
Because
2.
he attacked me
It's just
while I'm
one.
down.
But it's just 1.
It's just one. It's
critical fails 2.
Critical fails, 2 fails.
Critical fails. All right, Frey.
It's been a
you are
while
up.
since I
Can I,
made death
can I
saves.
intercept one of those? I haven't done that this turn.
Yeah, it's still gonna. It's
It's
if
still
a point of
doing damage.
Gets through, it's
It's-
still gonna.
yeah.
Still gonna go.
Oh,
so I
okay.
would.
All right.
All right, Freya, you were up. Where did? Oh, there it is.
Hey, did attacks against him have advantage until the beginning of this turn for me? So, like, all of the attacks against him that have missed, other than mine, have had advantage?
Oh yes.
Other than yours.
Because the
Like
Crusher
my,
granted all
yeah.
attacks
Oh, I
against
forgot.
him at
Yeah.
advantage until the start of my next turn, this being my turn.
So you're saying that
If
I
anybody's
missed an advantage on a
Yeah.
on a spiritual,
weapon attack. Yeah, go ahead and
Yeah.
make your spiritual weapon attack again.
Okay, cool. Cool. Nope, there we go. All done.
All right, Freya, you're up.
Okay, I have healing word on.
Okay.
But it won't let me click it.
Okay, it still missed. Probably behind your character sheet, it's asking what level you want to cast it at.
I mean behind it.
It generally pops up behind the character sheet for some reason.
Oh, I see it, yeah. So I just put the level that I am? Or what?
No, whatever level you're casting spell at, whatever spell
Yeah,
slot
and,
level.
and level 1 is going to be fine. Or you can go for the higher level.
What do the levels do?
Just gives more healing points.
Well,
But the
So
thing is
instead of
that
casting at first level, you're casting at second level when it gives more, or third, or and so on. Ooh,
Corbus,
Ooh.
you stay down.
you're a salty bitch tonight.
I haven't used any of the witch's counter spells yet, so you hear another chime from a different direction, and your healing word falls short. Now they can cast.
Where
it.
are they? Like we could start attacking them.
You can't. You'll have to
Can
find.
I do something similar with my bonus action? If it's
What's
not
that?
the same thing. Can I do something similar as my bonus action if it's not the same thing?
You can't cast 2 spells,
Oh really?
but you can do, unless it's a cantrip. Then you would need the ability to do a cantrip on top of a spell.
That is a bonus action.
Well, then I got nothing except for spells. Nothing.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
I try.
At least you're safe. At the end of Freya's turn, Strahd takes his last legendary action that he has before his turn. And hits Corvus again. And it is now the vampire's turn.
Just to attack Strahd as well.
Yes, the maddened vampire comes sprinting and goes directly past both Bruise and Dow, like pushing you both out of the way as she comes screaming at Strahd. You take attacks of opportunity against her.
Yeah, I do, because I have Warcaster, so I can use. Well, can you put her spell that she's under in the chat again?
I was hoping that there was something in there.
What is it? Crown of Madness. It makes wisdom saving throws at the end of each of its turns, not when it takes damage. So yeah, I'll attack it. I'm gonna use Booming Blade.
Go ahead and roll the booming blade damage if you hit as well.
Yeah. Does 20 hit?
A 20 hits.
Cool.
She's
It'll be
she's not donned in magical armor. Swing away. Swing
13
away.
total.
13 total.
Yeah.
That includes the movement booming blade as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 13 points of damage. All right, Bruce. You take a swipe at her while she's running past too.
No.
All right. She goes again for her attack. Unarmed strike.
Oh, nice.
Unarmed strike. Bite. And she is just laying into him. And he...
Nice.
What do we got? We got
19, 12.
19 and 12. Strahd takes a knee.
You traitorous bitch.
All right. Bruce, you are up.
You know when I
wait,
went.
she did get at the end of her turn, she gets a ability to make a wisdom saving throw to try to break.
You're saying?
She's still just super pissed at him. I mean, she has been running the country while he's been out gallivanting after some moistened bink. So, go ahead, Bruce.
You know when I went into his journal and I like disappeared for a little bit, and how when I talked to him, I saw that he was being like super abused by his father, who would like make him fight random grown men.
Yes.
I'm gonna make him see his dad.
Okay. What do I have to do? A
Intelligence saving throw.
He's pretty smart.
It doesn't matter. He's still gonna see him.
Depends what your rolls are like.
All right. So, where is his father appearing, and what is his father doing?
So I'm gonna move up, and I'm gonna stand. Because the reason I'm casting this is because I'm pissed, because someone's already tried to attack Courage twice. So I'm gonna stand in front of Courage, and then I'm gonna cast his father directly in front of me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make his dad just say stuff that he always uses. Like, I'm gonna make his dad tell him that he's weak, and that he can't even. Yeah, I'm just gonna make him say that he's weak. And then I'm gonna put Courage behind me.
So you're grabbing Courage, putting him behind you, and now putting.
And then it's 1d6 psychic damage.
He didn't fail. He has advantage on his saving throws.
Why?
Why? Because of the witches that are still their song is now getting through because they don't have the wall of
I
force.
thought I killed one of them.
Nope, you did a hold
You
person
held
on
one of the
night,
hags.
on the night hag. I will actually for you just reveal where the apparitions of these Barovian witches are. They are on top of these buildings. They've been obscured. The only thing
Okay.
you could hear was the playing of their instruments.
Okay. And then when
Right.
he realizes that his father actually isn't there, I want me to be the first person that he sees once he goes away. I want him to know that it was me.
Wow. All right. And that's your turn. Strahd is about to become mist again. And as he does, though, both of his halberds take their attacks. And both come slicing down into the unconscious body of Corpus.
I can intercept those.
But you can. You should be able to intercept it. If you, you should be able to take away the damage, which then wouldn't result in damage being taken.
Is that an attack of opportunity for me?
As he turns into mist, it is not.
6.
No,
A
not
6.
on Strahd, on the
So-
birds that are right next to me.
On the birds,
What are they're
Oh,
called?
on the-
Halberds.
halberds. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, I understand. No, they were already present when you stepped forward. They had been summoned inside of the wall of force. So you are able to, with your weapon, come out and block one of them, but you still see one embed into Corbus.
Wait,
Corbus.
What's
is that
Corvus's AC?
Corbus's AC is, well, if he's currently unconscious, isn't it an automatic hit?
I don't know. Unconscious is incapacitated.
Incapacitated.
It says attack rolls against the creature have advantage in any attack that hits as a crit. But if Corvus's AC is
It's about
16,
15. Yeah.
yeah.
Then he would be.
We're fighting.
He would be good then because even the crit on the second hit was 6 points of damage if you double it, and my interception was 6.
All right. Well, then I have to have Strahd make one more attack.
Oh.
Before he goes into misform, because he's killing him. About a 16. Does that hit?
Yep.
Okay. Then he becomes mist. So you watch as Strahd comes down with a strike at the same time as two halberds are coming in with a strike, thus making sure that the paladin cannot defend against all three attacks. The paladin succeeds in stopping one of them, and the last one hits. this puts Corvus in a to be dead. Corvus, what type of things are flashing through your head as you realize that your life is ending?
The shop, the journey, like around, like going through the house, convincing Dow not to murder party members.
There is a mechanical clock inside of at the town square. It constantly has to be wound and taken care of, but it begins to chime midnight as you all gather around Corvus's body there. It may still be possible to do something with him, but Freya, with your connection to things that are dead and things that are dying, and the way to make things, you realize that there is not going to be the ability to bring him back, because for some reason you can feel that his soul has not left, and that you're not going to be able to bring him back because in the instant of his death, he's actually already come back. Let's see if this will actually play for me, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be super mad, but I'm going to deal with it. Nope, it's just not going to play for me the way that I want it to. All right, so I'll let you guys discuss in the chat, but I will go ahead and show you the fate of Corvus. So you can all watch that video that just went into the chat, since this won't cooperate with me. And I will see you again in 2 weeks.
Ooh. All right. Good game.
Oh, and one other thing. You have actually secured one of the items from your card reading, and that item was the loyalty of Ismark, who was your destined companion. So you do gain level 7 after this fight. All right, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Wait, we're on level 7?
You are level 7 now.
I've been on level 6. Oh, wait.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just got it.
Okay.